Hello, welcome back to a game of Field of Flies and Anima Beyond Fantasy. Last time, which was a while ago, it's been 2 weeks for us, you descended into another installation of the Black Sun facility. You at least took care of the surface warehouse, which was occupied by several skilled guards and also one gentleman from Joral's past. And it was uh, within about 20 seconds of meeting him, that Joel incinerated every member of the Black Sun within, let's see, what was it? About 100 meters. He also opened up the clouds and created an evil-looking sun.
No,
And
technically, since it was the Wheel of Fortune, it was
it was a person up there, like dressed as the sun.
yeah, exactly, of indeterminate age, just standing in place of the sun and shining brightly on the city.
Spooky, also. Either way, actually, let me bring it back to the end stage where we actually are the warehouse. You did that. You burned the roofs off of many buildings, and now you are just surrounded in fire. And there's the sound of dogs barking and people panicking in the distance. You're at the epicenter of a wave of chaos, and you guys are mostly in this room. I think you guys stopped moving your tokens because combat was over. You guys largely congregated in the room in which the gentleman was hiding prior to the invasion, and you were slipping downstairs. Now, I think did I have you make a search check for that? Was it Genus who went down there or Omen?
I think we identified there was a trapdoor, and that's where we stopped the game.
Okay, yes. So you have this trapdoor. Also, Omen, make a magical appraisal. Also, iterate.
Okay.
That's a good one. Slightly less good, but still pretty good. None of you sense any magic in this room. Well, like anything of a magical note in this room or below.
Okay. Let's open the door and let's open the trapdoor. I think Philario is probably just like going to slip through the gaps of the trapdoor, create an eye on the other side, just see what's happening, and then just like pull the thing open.
All right. I think I did mention before that as you slip down, you'll become aware of several things. There's a small corridor that leads down to a larger, wide open area. You can immediately tell that this is another storage room, and that from the adjacent warehouse, there seems to be another sort of passageway down. From what you can immediately see of it, it seems like it's roofed in stone, which is odd because that doesn't make any immediately apparent doorway there. However, there is also a giant stinking, like, two hands holding lever off to the right hand side of that. Thelara will also see two gentlemen, unarmed, in just sort of casual clothes, who had been sitting across the room, far on the left, and now are like watching the gate. Like, one of them has a tankard in his hand, and he looks like he's menacing with it. And the other one is like slowly trying to move towards that handle. However, there's a doorway on the left that you can't see where that leads, and the storeroom itself seems to be largely empty.
Well, Genus is bailed.
Where is Eunice?
She's run off, basically.
Okay, Eunice runs off. Make a hide or stealth check.
Stealth, because like at this point I'm running all the way back to Tavi kind of thing. So
Okay. Stealth check. Are you using rooftops or are you staying on the ground?
They're on fire. Just let you
Oh
know.
yeah, they're on fire.
The rooftops are on fire.
Bad
One
tend
nine-
to be on the roof.
195 flat stealth to run.
Okay. Okay. Now to run or to like, will you stop and sneak when there are people around?
Stop and sneak when there's people around.
Okay, good. In that case, you see a number of people coming this way. Like you get a couple streets out before, like you see people like crowding around the edge of this radius, and guards are like running in full form, trying to figure out what's going on. They're splitting into houses, trying to find people to get out of these burning buildings.
Wow, Gerald does more evil than good. Good all the time.
You see, a couple of them are like considerably better equipped, sort of like Cat. Sorry, I got a bunch of hair. Anyways, Cat. You also see a few of them who are sort of like better armored, sort of like Null was, who seem to have some like slightly more decent equipment, which would put them generally of higher rank than just the town guard coming through. And as this is happening, you can sneak right on back to the Duchess Vine and meet up with Tavi again.
Yeah. I'm gonna head out there.
Back at the fire and danger spot. Seeing these two gentlemen in this empty room, what are you going to do?
I relay the information to Omen, and and I say, give me 1 second. I can hear civilians screaming. Svaliva, do you have any spells that can help put out fires?
Yes, especially if I can see the ocean.
Right. 3-kilometer radius controlling the. Okay, we might want to create a heavy rain instead of moving the tide.
Are you looking at the tide control?
Are
you looking at tide control?
I'm looking at glaciation, the level 70 spell.
Or, gosh, that will help.
Or I mean, like, we're past the point of trying to be subtle.
There's also tsunami.
Sorry, what?
I said there's also tsunami.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that on a town full of civilians to try to save civilians. That's a terrible. Okay. I was thinking either create liquids and I can move up, and Svaliva could move up to 500 liters of water.
Well, take note, you wouldn't have to create the liquids because the liquids are right over there in the ocean.
Yeah, but yeah, I could create 500 liters of water to like pour on it, and then there's moving liquids that is blah blah blah. Yeah, control liquids. I could move up to 50 liters. So actually, creating liquids is like more efficient to just create a massive amount that's just to create like a massive amount. I think I'm gonna like create 500 liters of rain basically.
Okay. Create it and spread it out. Let's make a projection roll.
Okay.
Did I have his projection roll out there?
Yes, I have some. No, I have quite.
Oh man, I still haven't put down his thing. It's not a big deal. It's just sustained attack.
He's using the like attack module.
Well, no. He as an element. I haven't written it down on the sheet. Has a sustained attack where he can like hit it's a special attack where he has a 15-foot area radius, but it's sustained, so it happens at the start of every turn if he wants to for 5 turns.
Oh, nice.
It's another thing I have to add on it. Anyways.
Alright.
Alright, so you get it fine, no fumbles. Are you gonna spread it? Like, how thin are you gonna spread it? What area are you gonna spread it out?
I'm gonna try to put out like the fires that Joel has created.
Are you going to?
So like spreading it out in the like hundreds of feet radius.
Okay.
Yeah, and just basically like try to have a like a cloud just appear in the sky and start just falling down towards the ground around the same size and shape as like the hole that was created by the sun, basically.
Okay.
If the clouds are still parted from the invocation being used, I wanna like fill up that space again with like water that's immediately going to be falling.
There is like they are sort of like being blown by the winds, or sort of wisping back together. There's still an obvious hole which is slowly moving away from the spot.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you have 500 liters,
Oh yeah, 500 liters. Yeah.
okay, so you can create a 500 liter cloud above you. However, that 500 liter cloud, like you're waiting,
not super high above the ground, like not
Okay.
really like just like yeah. Sorry.
that's done. In that case, you don't have to wait for too long. You make the cloud. You can sort of see it like fizzle a little bit as it loses a lot of its mass as water. And you wait for about 15 seconds before you just hear and all of the flames around you flicker. And I will do a roll real quick.
That is all of Svaliva's magic. Xeon. So he's gonna return in the blade after that.
Unfortunately, 500 liters of water isn't a lot. I mean, it's a lot of water for like a person to drink, but it's like maybe enough water to submerge a person in.
500 liters.
500 liters. So it splashes the buildings around you, and like you see some steam fly up. It does seem to diminish the fire a little bit, and it makes some surfaces wet, so they're less likely to burn. It helps a little, but you would need a whole lot more water.
And thus Jorel adds to the homeless population and makes more people destitute.
Well, it is true that there are no homes, well, unless the fire spreads to other homes.
Yeah. Like
All right.
Right now, I only aimed the fire attack at things owned by Black Sun, and
Were there any
By the
homes
way-
putting up innocent people that were owned by Black Sun?
What? Well, yeah, but they're not in this area.
Mm.
This is specifically a work area. Anyways, yes, so that helped a little bit.
okay. Yeah. I turn to Omen. There might be the medical equipment we came here for. Under here. And it should be safe from the fire. Our job here tonight is not yet done. There's 2 men guarding the place inside. You want to... Shall we?
No. We don't have time for this. The guard's going to be here any minute, and we can't afford to get kidnapped right now. Just leave it for today, and if this stuff's still standing, we can find a way to sneak in later.
All right. You're yeah, let's
As you're talking, you hear like continuous fire like going on in the place behind you. There are like bits of wood falling all around you. There's in this office of his, there's like the whole burning window over his desk, and now it has spread to the desk, and it's just like slowly smoldering. It's like just this plane of fire next to you.
Oh yeah, Genus did take his book or whatever.
His book.
You know, wasn't
mean his
there
gun?
Yeah, she took his gun, but like, wasn't there also like a book in office showing the stuff?
I
That
thought
goes
you
on?
had that. I didn't think it was in here.
I don't know. Either way,
Okay. Yes, I thought you got that. I didn't think you got it from in here though. Maybe it was on this person. I'm sorry.
I don't know. It's been 2 weeks.
It has been 2 weeks. Oh gosh.
Okay. So Jorl seems like almost like he's going to be convinced for a second. Then he seems to shake himself and says, "No, we don't know what sort of monstrosities they could have underground. They could have another Ragnarok for all we know. I'm going down there." And like Filarial just like tears open the door and is going to like slide in there to take care of those guards. And basically, like I just keep going on with the mission to destroy Black Sun.
Okay. Joral goes down into the trap hole. I'm not gonna make you roll because those are not guards. They're just workers in the storm, so they die real fast.
Are you still there? Comes an echoey Genus voice in Elman's head.
I don't. Joel's staying here.
You're gonna want to
Leaving.
bail. Yeah,
I am.
exactly. I've already bailed and headed back. Leave the old man. He does more harm than good, even if he won't admit it.
Omen's gonna leave and head off back to the inn. She's not gonna stealth. She's gonna just like kind of run out and hope any guards are thinking she's just trying to run away.
All right. As you go running, you see the guards, and they will like say, "Get to safety," and they'll point you down the street. Are you just gonna go right down the street where they're pointing you? Okay. You come out. You're going a little ways. You come out into like a larger square area where you see a lot of people gathering, and a guard immediately spots you. He seems to be like watching all the people coming through. He'll like grab some of them by the arm and like guide them aside. And he like comes to you and he says, "Miss, please come over here. We're gathering up all the survivors and we have medical equipment."
I need to find my my brothers. Make sure they're okay.
We're doing everything we can to find everybody inside of the fire. If they're not over there, they should be fine. We're gonna need you to stay here.
Okay.
And that's why you stealth.
Okay, so they sit you down with a group of other survivors. You're given just like some like warm oats, a blanket if you need it. Not that you need it too much because there's a whole lot of fire. And you can sit with the other survivors or people who are just nearby. There do seem to have been a number of like non-affiliated workers in there, so mostly it's some brawny ladies and gentlemen who are just like staring at it amazed and wondering.
And they no longer have jobs and they're destitute, thus adding to the population that will be homeless and hungry.
You do get a number of people talking near you. You can sort of hear like gauge what the general opinion is of what's happened, and there's a lot of people who start saying that maybe we should go to the church from here straight as soon as we're done. That was the sign. That was an end time scenario. This is going really bad.
Wonderful.
No wonder what happened.
Laurel.
So soon after what happened in Terra Santa, this may be the end of days, and that's like a really prevalent opinion. There are some people who will say, even like the barest objection, saying, "Well, we don't really know that." They'll be like, "What else is there? What else could possibly explain an entire city vanishing and then a sun coming out at night and annihilating half a district? Something horrible has happened."
Gerald just added more converts to the Inquisition. Good job.
It's very dangerous right now. But yeah, they're not worried about you. You can stay. You can talk with them if you want. You can stay separate. And they do come and ask you just a few questions, like what were you doing there? Whoa! Oh yeah, the fire is back. They will ask you a few questions, like what you were doing there, if you had any business, if you were any injuries. What would you say to all of that?
Tourists, like, I was just sightseeing at the time. Well, I was on my way. No, it's night, so I'm back to the hotel with my two brothers. And then a big fire comes from the sky.
You were a tourist in Port Tebus?
That's so surprising.
A guard kind of looks to one of his friends and gives a nervous laugh. Huh? Well, it's not really the place people come to on vacation.
Oh no, but like from Anateri, and I don't have much in the way of money.
Now that makes a
Sorry.
little more sense. Make a persuasion roll real quick if you can.
So Joral's officially become the villain.
Pretty
More
good
so-
persuasion. I knew you had good persuasion. Yeah, they don't give you any trouble. Like, you talk to him about it, and he'll like stay a little bit more and say, he will like whisper to you, "Have you been to Anatari recently?"
Not recently, no.
And is your family here now? Your brothers and everyone?
Yeah, that's why I wanted to go look for them.
Okay, good. He seems like heavily relieved. Sit tight. Enjoy some meal. I'll tell you if we find anyone. What do they look like? And you can give them descriptions if you want. Your persuasion check is good enough, and they'll see. Yeah, if we see anyone like that, we'll bring them right over and we'll ask them if they know you. Your name is
Ben.
Ben.
I'm gonna give them very but like kind of generic opinion. What's the word? Just
Description?
like, yeah.
Do they all have red hair like you do?
No, it's
Okay. As long as you say, you give him a fake name.
Weasley.
Weasley? Are you Weasley?
What? Yeah, sure.
Like Harry Potter.
Okay, you're Weasley. Oh, I get it. Oh man, it took me a while. Okay. So yes, he says, he nods and says, "Okay, well, I'll tell you if we find anything." And he marches off, and you are left to your own devices. Within about an hour, they will be like checking everyone out and doing like a slightly more formal thing. But the guard, like, as you come up to the plate where they're all standing around, he waves you on and says, "No, she's fine." Your brothers weren't in the compound, by the way.
Okay, they must have made their own way out.
We didn't find, like, remarkably, we haven't. There are no bodies, so I don't think anyone died. I just have no idea what happened.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's weird. So now this is Joral going into the trapdoor. You go down there. There's a couple of boxes near the back. You annihilate the two storeroomsmen. In the boxes, you can look through really quick, and you find it's largely food parcels. It seems just like keeping this current outpost up and running.
Guess who's going to redistribute food to the masses? I'm gonna have like Idarid, take the boxes.
No, the boxes are big. The boxes are like 4 feet by 4 feet
Nice.
each, so they're big boxes. But yes, you can distribute those
Okay.
in a bit. There is the matter of the door on the left, or the lever if you want to pull either of those.
I'm gonna have Irid look beyond the door first,
The door immediately splits into two paths, one going left and down, the other one going right. And so one going right, it's open, you can see it. It seems to be sort of office area, more desks and like papers and various like inkwells and just... I'm trying to remember what exactly that's called, but essentially it's the place for doing paperwork and keeping track of things.
Okay. Ledgers and quills and stuff.
Yeah, ledgers and quills and stuff.
Alright, gonna just try to see if like gonna try to like rummage through it, see if there's any clues to what I'm looking for. I'm still like I'm still trying to find someone to interrogate to find out like who's the leader of the Black Sun at the moment.
Alright. Well, take a look. Make a search check. You can make a search with all your familiars if you want to.
Okay. Give me 1 second. And it's based on sight, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. That's all of my rolls. So, Filariel is the one who's got any chance of finding anything.
Thelariel's the best. Where? Let me see that. Okay. Oh, that is pretty good for Thelariel, though.
Yeah.
Actually, oh, that's Omen up there. Alright, so everybody's looking through. You guys are just, like, picking up papers and looking at them. Mm-hmm. And you, like, open a drawer, and if the papers don't immediately seem interesting, you close them. The L'Oreal is actually like, she spreads out her tendrils and there are lots of little eyes. She's looking around at everything. She's just kind of walking through with like her hands on her hips while the eyes do most of the searching. They'll peek into drawers and stuff, and she'll pull out a paper and like hand it to Jorel. Little bits and pieces of communications or inventory they've had and that they have currently, which is bare nothing. A lot of the you get the opinion that after the initial huge shipment of materials that happened before the explosion in Terra Santa, they have been saying, get everything out. Everything's leaving. Everything is being shipped away from the Port Tibas. However, she does, she's moving around, and she does find, near the very back of the room, there's like a little section of wall that shields it from the rest, and there's like a nice carpet in this area. Are you good? Listen, I don't know if you're...
Sorry, short distraction. But yeah, nice carpet around here, and
yep, there's a little walled off section. You go in there. There's a nice carpet. It seems to be a little bit more comfortable. And she looks through there. It seems to be like the administrator's office. You find a couple of letters just in correspondence to other people, though they seem to be largely coded. There is behind the desk. She's just sort of looking around. And beneath one of the vases, she moves it to the side and finds this little keyhole.
Nice.
It's just sort of like right in this this bookshelf.
Okay. In this case, like, I'm gonna try to activate the mechanism.
Okay. She can like dig her hand into it, make another lockpicking check at plus 100.
Okay. Let's see. Lockpicking plus 100, so actually plus 70 as I'm trained.
Yeah. Well, she has dexterity bonus, doesn't she?
Yes.
Oh, that's a fumble. 2100.
I think I break the mechanism.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now roll 2100. Yes.
No one has like rolled a really serious fumble in a long time. That's pretty bad. You get in there and like she can't really figure out what the mechanism is. And there's a lot more than just the turning. There's something else there. Mm-hmm. So she pulls out her arm and leaves some blood in there that makes it all clotted up, and it's going to be really hard to pick again.
Okay. All right. And like, I'm just going to like go through the other rooms really quickly, and then I'm going to realize that Omen didn't follow me, and turned around and realized that
All by myself.
Well, he's technically got like 4 other people with him.
Yeah, but none that can like do the stuff that me and Omen can.
exactly.
That's true. None of them can make fire.
Like kind of in that moment, yeah, there is something that's like none of my familiars can do, is to like justify me being here, because I've been trying only to be like a support to other adventurers and other heroes, and I find myself just like having wandered off and tried to solve something again for myself. And like as Jorl emerges from the underground complex and looks at the fire happening all around and probably hears some civilian confusion in the background, he's really gonna have a moment of pondering of, fuck, I did it again. As like with the fire in the background, and just like his familiars are just finishing looking through the complex, and he's just like and like really disappointed in himself.
By the time you get up there, you can like vaguely see guard shapes just beyond the fire, like moving through everything. There has been a line formed from the ocean with buckets of water that they're trying to like push onto these buildings because there's a lot of valuable stuff inside. However, the familiars, you just want them to search the rest of the complex?
Of the underground thing, yeah.
Yes. So you go down the left way, which, like I said, goes down. There's some stairs there. And it opens up into... Or it doesn't open up, rather. It ends in a big steel door. Now, this one is one that, while it does require another complex lock, Thalariel can just... Or Svilava can just, like, sneak right through the keyhole.
Mm-hmm.
And on the other side, they immediately notice one of those big black coffins that you know now generally contain Razio. And that's activating, but the other thing they see in the room is there's just a single cell door behind this steel blocks, and with just what looks like a little girl in it. She's just sort of crouched up in the corner, and as she sees Thalario like sneak through the eyes, you see her eyes like light up and look at that with surprise.
And you're saying the Raziel coffin is activating?
Yes, as Thalario like peeks her head in, the Raziel coffin like
Okay.
Now she's on the other side of this cell wall from the Raziel coffin, but yeah, it's slowly opening as Thalariel's head peeks through.
Okay, I'm gonna roll initiative for everyone and have Jorl run back, and we're gonna try to prevent a child from being murdered by Razio, because we...
Well, like I said, she's on the other side of these bars of, from the Raziel.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't know if bars can hold. I've seen Chef in action.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, I'm rolling initiative.
Okay. Good. Now this is just a tiny fight. You'll probably have this done pretty quickly. Yeah, bring the initiative thing back up, and everyone's gone. Good.
Oh wait, no, I forgot to select Jorl before doing this. Okay, here is Jorl.
I feel bad. I haven't made an allied chef picture yet.
I will.
Chef has been one of the most important allies. Actually, I can just delete all these guys because they are incinerated. Fire's everywhere, though.
Okay. And... Okay. Yeah. Any Any initiative for the Raziel?
Yep, here we go. Bye-bye. Alright, it is going last with Delario being first and almost surprising it.
No, Jorl is going last.
Oh, yeah, Jorl is going last. Sorry, Jorl.
Okay, yeah. Filarial is just going to. Oh, I should have gone. Yeah. Since I'm surprising it, I think it's worth it. But yeah, she's just going to like stab it at the coffin, trying to like maneuver some blood around before forming the weapon on the inside, and then like stabbing through it. Since it's the Danto, I am going to try to aim at its heart. I'm just hoping I can piece together where it is from inside the coffin. I'm just like aiming in the general direction of the heart.
Well, by the time she like moves across the room to stab him, it's mostly open and you can sort of see. And since it opens from left to right, it actually exposes the heart side of him first. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Nice.
So yeah.
2 points of fatigue and
From right to left.
and I'm taking the -60 for aiming at the heart.
She's using a Tanto version though, right?
Oh yeah. So actually, I'm at 213 instead because it's a
213.
precise weapon.
Excellent, excellent. Well, that's just great. There's its
Four.
defense.
Ooh, wow.
It has 215 base defense. That's why Chef is so mean.
But he's surprised, right?
Oh, is he surprised? No, he was being activated. He's aware that he's going into
Okay.
combat.
Cool. Oh yeah, I was really close to surprising him based on initiative. Close,
Yes.
but no banana. Okay. I think he counterattacks.
Yes, I do.
Oh, that is.
That's plus 30 counterattack?
Oh boy.
Kabam!
I spent 2 fatigue for this.
You spent 2 fatigue to be counterattacked with 15 less. Does she have any armor?
No, she does not have any armor.
Alright, she takes 25 points of damage
Oof.
and must make a physical resistance check, as she is living, I believe. And organic.
Yeah. Okay, so 25 points of damage. Oh, I'd already used some life points to try to like take control of people beforehand.
Oh
so-
yeah, you used
Yeah.
a lot of life points to do that.
I am almost at I'm at like 95 life points beneath my maximum right now. And physical resistance check, you said?
Yes.
Okay. 143.
123?
40.
Oh, you then you resist. You are good.
Okay.
And actually, Blood Roses have a lot of health. They have 250 total.
Yeah. What type of damage did I take?
Cut. So does it have?
All conventional weapons that use cut or thrust type are unable to damage her, passing through her as if she were water and doing no harm.
It can damage energy though.
All attacks that use the energy attack type can hurt her as normal.
Okay.
Wait, it's all attacks that use the energy attack type. It doesn't say that can hurt energy. It says like the energy attack type.
Yeah. I guess that it doesn't hurt her. She just has to worry about the blood thing.
Okay.
The effect of it.
All right. Back at 195 life points. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gabriel's turn.
Gabriel.
The girl like immediately bolts to the corner of the room through which you are entering.
Yeah. Gabriel starts concentrating to use a psychic power. Actually, no. She's going to cast. She's going to cast increased reaction on Filarial and start mating it. So
Delariel's fast.
potential. Here we go. Okay, 250 Yeah, that's that means increased reaction of plus 80 to Filarial, and I'm going to maintain it instead of maintaining it on Genus, because Genus left us.
Left.
No, left you.
Left us.
Okay, so Filarial is gonna have a temporary plus 80 to initiative.
Okay.
Cool, and that's gonna be it for now.
And Iterid?
Okay, Idarid is accumulating Xeon, and that's gonna be it for now.
All right. The gigantic, Raziel, like, swipes through her and sees that it does no damage, and then it sees... Well, actually, you didn't open the big steel door, so all the others on the outside still?
Technically,
Just start
yeah.
casting through the keyhole? Okay, that's fine. In that case, he's going to raise his massive claw and try to take another swipe at you, but it will do no damage, so you don't really need to roll defense.
I mean, I still need to roll physical resistance, right?
Well, he has an attack with his Raxor,
Oh,
which he
yeah.
used, and then with his claw, and so the claw doesn't have the same effect.
Okay.
So
alright.
you are good.
Okay. Jorel is going to try to run up to that place while trying to prepare use of the Wheel of Fortune.
Okay. And initiative?
Oh yeah. I'm just getting close, but I'm not close enough to like actually do anything with Jorel, right?
If I was going to say it'll take 2 turns for you to get there.
Okay. Gotcha.
So you will arrive
Okay.
on his turn of
And-
this next.
In this case, I'm not sure I'm gonna need to roll an initiative for Jorel this turn. Let's see. I'm gonna try the Tanto attack again.
Okay.
With Hilariel.
No surprise this time? Did you give the plus 80?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you did. You just rolled 12.
I just
You're so fast.
no
Uh,
surprise.
No surprise.
Okay, and and initiative, and all right. So Filarial is first to act again, and still doesn't surprise it. Yeah, Tanto attack once again.
Tanto attack.
Okay. Can I? I'm gonna try to take an offensive maneuver to give me a plus 10.
Alright.
And spend spend 1 fatigue. And I'm at a minus 50 because I'm aiming at the heart again. That's an 85. Can't roll much higher than this.
It's true. But it's a Raziel!
Jesus Christ.
And it counterattacks with a plus 5.
Okay. Blocking.
Blocking, that's a bad idea.
That's all I got.
I know.
235.
Alright, you managed to barely block it, though it sinks into the blood shields you make, and you must make a physical resistance, or a magical resistance.
Yeah. Oh, it's magical resistance?
I believe it is magical resistance. Let me double
I
check.
thought it was physical resistance.
Is it choose either, or is it
It is. Raxor has a MR only magic resistance.
Okay, 128.
128. Okay, you take 12 points of damage.
I know it's a bit late, but how did Chef get up?
Chef, unless that is true, Chef is still standing there. How do you want Chef to get out?
oh shit?
He doesn't. No, I'm not gonna give any hints.
Oh man,
If he's there too long, his nice
No,
disguise.
I was just sitting there with like a soup, like, oh, okay, I need to figure out a way to get up. Oh shit, chef.
Yeah. It's all over the You want to think on that for just a little longer while we fight? Yeah. Okay. Fight continues. Think about how to get Chef out of there because there are guards around right now. So what is Idarid's turn going to be like?
Okay, so Idarid is going to attempt something strange. I just need. Okay, so that's unlikely to work. Okay, so Idarid is going to attempt to basically create matter all around the Raziel, basically just making something like metal, just make a ton of matter appear and try to basically block its movements long enough for us to get the child out of there.
Okay. Make a projection at half.
Okay.
Like half your projection roll with it.
Okay. So since my projection, it's offensive or defensive?
Offense.
Okay, so I'm at minus 80.
I was actually going to say, well, like...
That's 162.
Alright. How much matter are you creating?
Okay, so I've been accumulating for 2 turns, which means I have... Hold on. Which means I have 145. Okay. So technically, I could basically, I could basically like reshape 40 presents worth of the wall and the ground like around the Raziel to just like englobe it and like try to push it back.
Okay.
100.
Now these are
that's like 40 points of presence, and I'm gonna go with that. Yeah.
Alright, now these stones are pretty well worked even for the surrounding territory, so 40 presents will get you enough to like create like little stone boots that come out of the ground and encase his legs. And even like maybe come down from the ceiling and like just put weight on him while he's stuck here. And so I would like you to roll a d10
Okay.
plus 12.
Ooh, nice. Uh, 17. Try to immobilize it. Aha!
Unfortunately, it is really stinking strong. That will that does make it like pause for a moment because I wasn't expecting these things to just spring up and trap it, so it does kind of stumble, but it just yanks its feet right out of the stone and shrugs it off. And they all just break around him, and now the structure is slightly less sturdy. Gabriel.
Gabriel is going to attempt to recover Filariel's fatigue.
Okay.
No modifiers. Actually, technically, I have plus 20. Ooh, nice. Open goal. Okay. Plus 2, 7. 330, which I recover all my fatigue.
Okay. Very good. Lots of fatigue.
Cool.
And next we have Jorl.
Okay. Do I arrive at the
You
door?
arrive this turn after spending your full movement value.
Okay.
So you have negative 25.
In this case, I'm thinking like Idarid and Gabriel would have like tried to like open the door for Droll to be able to like try to use the Wheel of Fortune, and I activate the Wheel of Fortune after 1 turn, so I'm at minus 50. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
50. 377. The difficulty is 240, so I pass by 90 points. Can you roll 1d100 for me?
I will roll 1d100. 41.
Okay.
I feel like I've rolled that before for you.
He. That's fair. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. The Devil reversed. Wheel of Fortune. 41. The Strength.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So it manifests as a gigantic, perfectly muscled titan, or sometimes a metallic beast. Strength appears by opening a breach in reality before the invoker, then charging towards the adversary, after which it disappears the same way it appeared. It will make a physical attack using the Arcanus attack ability, using energy, attack type, base damage 100 plus 10 for every 10 points by which I exceeded the difficulty, and an attack ability of 200. Okay. Plus 200. So it's the third attack that the Raziel has to defend against.
It is.
And
You may be getting some other penalties as well.
so that used another. Wait.
All right. Is that your attack roll?
Yes.
What kind of attack type is it?
Energy.
Energy. Ooh,
Yeah.
so it doesn't have as much armor as that,
Yeah.
but it does have some.
Alright.
All right. So you hit for 70% damage.
Okay. It's I'm doing 190 points of damage. 0.7 times 190. So that is 133 points of damage. I think that might be a critical on a Razio.
No.
Oh, okay.
The Raziel has taken a major hit, but it is not critical. The strength appears as a young woman of indeterminate age, jumps out of a portal directly behind, like just so the back wall cracks open. She appears with like a big smile on her face because this is her favorite incarnation to portray. And she just brings out this big metal stick and whacks him over the back of the head. And you see like all the bones in the front like break open and split out from the intensity of it. Like his armor just crumples on that side of him, and then it vanishes.
All right. And it's his turn. Hopefully we put it on the defensive so it doesn't get its claw attack.
It is on the defensive. No claw attack for it.
Whew.
Initiative.
Okay.
It's definitely on the defensive. Let me try. It's like, oh crap, there's a lot more happening here than I expected.
Alright.
It doesn't get a really good initiative roll.
I'm still gonna try with the Tanto to try to surprise it.
Alright, you surprise it.
Oh, cool. Okay. Initiative. Gabriel. Gabriel initiative. Joral. Joral initiative. And. Okay, that's. Okay, Philario. Aiming at the heart, spending 2 points of fatigue.
Get it.
And. Yeah. So, oh yeah, it's a minus 13. Full attack. I'm going full
Alright.
attack. I'm going
Oh boy, I guess she doesn't need to worry that much about defending.
Yeah, that is fair. That is fair, actually. So yeah, full attack. So
attack.
Yep, here we go. 304.
You hit.
Yes!
How much damage does that pierce? Because it does have a ton of thrust armor.
Oh yeah. It does not pierce damage. It's not a quality weapon, I don't think.
Oh.
It's precise, but that's all it does. And
In that case, it has 10 thrust armor.
Oh, wow. Well, big yikes. Yeah.
Big yikes. You stab it right into its heart. You're like, yes, this is a perfect spot. And then the blade just kind of smushes against it like it's made of jello.
Well, at least it's on the defensive.
It is on the defensive. Gabrielle, or did Delariel have something else you wanted to do?
Uh, no. I'll try to stab him on the other side next turn, and maybe try to take control of his body to end this fight. Gabriel is going to concentrate and get ready to use to try and use like atomic restoration if we don't find another solution to this fight. Okay, Idrid rushes into the room towards like where the child is.
Wait, how do you get the big metal door open?
Okay, so like it's oh. Okay, I thought I'd... Okay, so like, I'd need to like, use a lock picking or destroy the door in some way?
Yes.
Okay.
Only Svilava and Thelariel can go freely between the two rooms.
Okay, understood. In this case, I think, like, Idarid uses her turn to, like, part the what's it called? The metal door by like basically just like changing its shape.
Okay.
How much presence does
How
it
much?
have?
Give me a. Does Jorl have science?
I don't think so. No. It's one of those things.
Give me an intelligence roll then.
Okay. Ooh,
Oh man! Ooh.
an 11. That's
Yep.
pretty good if I say so myself.
Yeah, I mean, most people would be like, "This is a great day for me."
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Unfortunately, you're looking at this door, and it's made of some nice metal, but you don't think it could be much more than 40 presents.
Okay. Yeah. I try inorganic modification, and it's not gonna be nearly enough. I can only cast it for 20 points of presence, and I'm just assuming that it's like, yeah.
It is not enough to open this door. It's
Alright.
enough to like, you can like make the doorknob fall off if you really want to.
Can I? Oh no! Can I just like restructure the hinges to not be to not connect?
I will let you, because they're separate entities, I will allow you to restructure one hinge and severely weaken its hold on the wall.
Okay. Yes.
So the one hinge just turns into butter.
Okay. Cool. And that is going to use 60 points of Xeon for me. Blah, blah, blah. Oh wait, no, that's Jorl. And then it's the monster's turn. But I think I put him on the defensive.
You did, you stabbed him. Jorl?
Okay. Hold on. 540. Wheel of Fortune at minus 100. Let's do it. Okay. Pass. That passes.
Pass.
Can you roll 1d100 for me, please?
1d100. 46, that's slightly different.
It's the Hermit. Ooh!
Oh.
Yes! Hold on, the Hermit. I'm going to yeet him away. Let's see. The Hermit.
The Hermit gives you a bunch of hit points.
It does?
Yes. It gives you like a ton of damage resistant hit points.
Oh. No, oh, it's the Hermit inverse that I was thinking about that could just poof make it disappear. Okay. Jorl is gonna be unkillable, but yeah, that's.
You could choose someone else, I believe, can't you?
Oh,
Oh, no,
allows
it's yourself.
Invoker to defend himself from any kind of attack.
Once again, Jorl, who is out of combat, is almost unkillable.
And that's going to be another 225 off of my. Bring me to 5, 4, 3, 3, 5, 3, 325. I think. No, 385. All right, cool. Yeah, that's it for my turn. Okay. I'm gonna have like Philario try to call out to. Well, actually, probably more Idarid. Try to call out from the other side of the door and saying, "Little girl, close your eyes. Don't worry. It's going to be okay."
Alright, how did she come out through this side of the door?
She's just
Idarid?
like yelling from the other side of the
okay.
door to try to reassure the little girl.
Okay,
Do you want me
through Hilario's eyes, you can see she seems like to be watching this like really keenly, and then like slowly she covers one of her her eyes with her arm.
Just one?
No, see, I was saying with one arm, but it got
Okay.
mixed up. She covers both of her eyes with one arm.
Okay, cool. Yep. Okay, initiative again. Yeah, Tanto. Tanto again. Gabriel. Idarid. And Jorl. Okay, and Gabriel open rolled. Plus 181. Okay.
We got another surprise round. He is also absorbing blows this turn because he's tired of this.
Shit. Well, I'm going to try to aim at basically the place where he doesn't have armor. So like on the other side of where his heart is, and just stab him again. And full attack again, and 2 points of fatigue again. And 30, and yes. But since I'm aiming towards where the heart is, it's actually no modifier. Okay, 230. I rolled a 7. No.
You rolled a 7. Minus. Oh wow, that's actually he has less than I thought.
Woo!
Okay, you beat it by 40 points.
Okay.
You like hit the heart area again, and there's the armor, and you like just scratch around until you find that little nick, and then dig it in.
Wait. I was aiming for the part that doesn't have armor, but that's not where the heart is.
Oh, I thought you were aiming for the heart again. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I should have aimed for the heart.
you should have aimed for the heart this time, but it's okay. You still get a ton of damage.
I'm okay. How much damage? Oh yeah, I'm 100. My final damage is 100 with the thorn.
Your base damage is 100.
Yeah, my final it's 100.
Oh, okay. You deal 140, and that is critical.
Oh, nice. Okay, okay. I'm gonna roll for the critical, and Philario is also going to try to spend blood to try and gain control of its body, because
That's not a.
It doesn't actually specify that it needs to be a living creature for it to work, so it's up to you whether or not this is gonna work, but she's gonna try.
That's cool. I was gonna say you rolled double 7s though.
Yeah, apparently I did.
Double
Yes.
7. Let me take a quick look, and I'll make my judgment.
Okay. I spent 20 life points.
Now it does seem to mention that they need blood. These things do have a blood-like substance, but it's not exactly blood. So, I'm going to give it a slightly different effect. What's the resistance estimate?
The victim must pass a physical resistance 120.
Oh, well, also it's stinking
Yeah, it's very resistant.
Arazio. But it doesn't pass!
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Alright. You can feel Thalario's blood like course through its veins. They still remain in even some of these rotting necromantic parts that they've used. She actually gets a sense of its body shape, which isn't accurately depicted by the armor because most of its like clawed armor just nerve endings in metal and sinew. However, in doing that, you get to make you don't get to control it in truth. You don't get full control of it, but you do get to dictate a single action of its every turn, similar to the spell Control Electric Impulses.
All right, stab yourself in the heart.
You can tell it to not defend from an attack, but you cannot tell it to attack itself and not defend in a turn, so it's gonna do it.
Yeah,
Actually,
I didn't put it on defensive because it was tanking the damage.
Yep. 2 and 5. It doesn't roll very good. I'm gonna give it a little penalty because it's defending against itself.
It's defending what with its hand
It
while
tries to
attacking.
get the claw arm up there, you know. So it puts it. No, wait, it gets a negative 80. Whoops.
Yeah, because it's tanking the damage. Oh my god.
Okay, so it's like it brings its raxer around and like tries to stab it into its heart. But the other hand comes around and catches it and just sort of like drags it along the surface of its armor.
Okay, so not dead.
Not dead.
Okay. All right. Gabriel is just going to melt the other hinge of the
It
door.
actually didn't die by 2 points. Go ahead, yeah.
It didn't die by 2 points.
Yes.
Come on, Gabriel. Whether or not I save this one kid is going to like determine for Joel whether what he's doing is the right thing or not. Okay, and Idrid, so that is another minus 60, bringing me down to 485. So she melts the other side of the, like she melts the other hinge, opens the door, and like tries to figure out a way to like get the little girl out from like behind the. It seems like a jail thing.
Yeah, it's a jail cell, just like vertical bars. Make a quick intelligence check.
Yeah. I could try to have Svaliva like lockpick it, or I could have maybe someone just like bend the metal bars or something. Intelligence.
You said you turned. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. Intelligence with well, Indira has the same intelligence as Jorl, 13.
13? Okay. This was a nut fumble situation. These bars are made for people, like adults. She is a scrawny little girl. She could just walk right through them. The only thing that was keeping her in this room was that metal door and also the Raziel.
Okay. So basically, Idorid is going to say, "All right, just give me 1 second. I'm going to put a protective barrier around you, and then we can get out of here." And that's gonna be it for my turn. She's just like trying to reassure the little girl, and Gabriel is going to try to regenerate Filariel's fatigue.
All right. Persuasion for reassurance.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. I'm rolling potential.
Yep.
Blah blah blah. Technically, I have a 20 modifier because I'm helping someone. 213. 213. Eliminate fatigue brings me to 240. which means recovering 4 points of fatigue, which is all I'd spent. Cool. And persuasion. Everything is gonna be okay. I mean, good at it is a little bit trained in this. 68.
That's all right. You're about as comforting as as a lady standing like framed by a blood ball and a giant metal titan could be.
Okay.
Put on the defensive. No, he didn't put himself on the defensive.
Oh yeah.
So he's gonna see Itared and just whack her.
Okay. Defensive projection, because I have a shield.
Very good. Oh, you do much better than he does. Excellent roll.
Okay.
Like as you're comforting this child, the blades like come down right over your head, and you just barely have enough time to look up and like put your shield up, and they slap against it. Like the hand is so big that like the thumb actually slips around and kind of like tugs on your cloak a little bit, just that close.
Okay.
Oh, comforting.
Wheel of Fortune!
Wheel of Fortune! Can I roll it again? Well, let's see if you take it first.
Minus 100 again. Ooh, I still pass, but only by 4 increments.
Not by a ton.
Yeah.
You do. Oh man, all in the 50 zone.
Okay, 225. That brings me to 1850. 855.
Huh?
Okay.
Excellent.
Oh, it's the strength again, right?
No, it's justice.
What?
Which is another defensive ability. That only works on Jorol. Oh no.
Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune.
It's also an instantaneous ability, so it only affects you this turn. But
sometimes it works pretty well, like at the end of the last game, and sometimes I'm just unkillable while already having a shield.
you're incredibly hard to kill right now.
Next turn, Filariel just has it as her one command not to defend itself, and then she's gonna use her axe to stab it in the heart.
Okay. It has been attacked. Oh wait. Has Solarial not made? Oh, are we rolling initiative again? New turn. Okay,
Yeah. I'm just assuming Filariel. I'm just assuming Filariel is going to like go before it, even while using the shield. Okay, so that's 104. I had not selected her initiative, but here we go. Okay. Gabriel initiative. Iterid initiative. And Jorol initiative. Okay, Iterid is first. Do I have? I do not enough. I have enough to cast the shield on the little girl yet, so I'm accumulating.
You can fatigue it.
Yeah, but even with that, it might not be decent enough of a shield for me to like be secure that I'm doing it properly. So
Gotcha.
I'm
By the way,
I'm gonna wait.
80 damage to the shield. Not that I think it's a big deal.
Yeah, because it regenerates at the end of the turn. And Gabriel is going to wait until after Filariel has acted. Filariel is attacking while telling it not to defend itself. 2 fatigue, full attack. And aiming at the heart through the armor. 2 fatigue, no modifier. Oh no, I am at minus 30 because the axe isn't precise.
Yes. But you're minus 60 because
Yes.
Wait,
but
no,
because-
yeah, you're not
because
hitting
I'm-
the heart, you're hitting the spot. Yeah.
Because I'm full attack. It's only a minus 30.
Oh, are you going for the heart?
Yeah, I'm going for the heart with the axe.
It's still absorbing blows, but it has not been hit yet this turn.
But the one order I gave it for this turn was not to defend against this attack.
Oh, you're right. Okay. It will. It's going to defend like a damage-resistant creature used to, which is this. Okay. Right into its heart. You see it like shift a little bit, like it's like one leg pulling it away while the other stays still. And bam, right into the heart.
Okay.
It
Base damage is 210 for the wing attack.
I believe that if you deal any damage to the heart, it dies. Let me take a quick look.
Yeah, there's a chance.
Any kind of damage to it, however slight, completely disables the creature. So you strike it, and you can see like its Raziel arms slide to the ground, and its other arms is still twitching. Like it's still like apparently not the necromantic energy hasn't left. It's not dead. It is disabled,
Okay.
and probably until it's put back into its container.
Yeah. So Filarial is just going to like keep cutting it into pieces, and the coffin as well. It's kind of cathartic for her since her imprisonment in Black Sun. While
very true.
Yeah. While Idarid is like bringing the little girl outside of the room and telling her it's gonna be okay, and Jorol is like breathing hard from all of the running and just like looking around and be like, "We did it. We saved her. All right." And yeah, do we want to cut back to the other players now?
Yes, you can escape freely. Well, you're not going to escape freely because there's still guards like in the building. You can hear them stomping around above you. However, yes, let's go to Chef. How does Chef get out of there?
I need to be near Chef to like give him orders. Would I'd be able to send Famine like back into the Inferno, I guess.
You
So
would be able
wait.
to send Baron back into the Inferno.
So Omen would like to kind of like cover some point anyway. So she just send Famine in another direction while she's doing that.
Okay. Tell me again, what is Omen doing?
She like as soon as she thinks no one's gonna like there's no like soldiers asking where she's been or whatever.
Okay. Now all of this has been happening. This whole fight has been happening. In the meantime, while like Genus is getting to getting back to the Duchess Vine, and while Omen is like in customs for a little while. So, about the time you are being like admitted to leave the little area where they have everyone sat down, is also about the time when Jorol is finishing up this fight. So at present, there are men running around and they've noticed Chef, but Chef has not been told to kill anyone, so he's just standing there in the fire. And there's a bunch of people like calling to him and trying to talk to him, but he's just standing there.
This is fine.
Might genuinely be in that case just kind of leave him there.
Is that what she's thinking? You could tell him
Yeah.
to do anything from here.
Yeah, but like anything he does is gonna like if they kind of just like drag him into like a cell or something, then like at least they're not gonna like outright try and destroy him immediately.
That is true, or it is possibly true. You can't see what's happening to him necessarily until you like. I assume you run back around and try to like peer through the burning buildings.
Yeah.
Okay, so I sort of assumed I shouldn't have But yeah, you can sort of see him in the fire. There's like they seem to be really wary of him. Most of them have their weapons drawn because he has his drawn. He just has this huge bloody Raxor, and they're like, they threaten him with crossbows. He doesn't move. They like one reaches out to grab his hand and then pulls it away, like obviously disgusted as they find it's like all fleshy and like without skin.
It's just a severe burn victim in shock with no skin.
Severe, very severe.
So, like,
Since we're not,
more than one command without like having to like. Okay, the thing is, if I tell it to do something now, like if I tell him to like follow this one specific guard, then that until I can get back to him and like tell him to do something else is the thing.
the Raziels, you've probably experimented with this in the off season. Raziels are not just undead, but they are programmed undead, so they have a basic intelligence to them. Now you do have to worry about them going insane and enraging and killing random people, which there's a slight chance of that happening. But while not enraged, they can follow a series of commands somewhat accurately, and they can also distinguish things like, they like could attack certain people. They can say like, oh, they know what certain objects are that are important to them. Especially if you show them ahead of time. So it's not like you're commanding a robot who will only do exactly as you command.
Okay. I don't need to have a phone which hides on chef's person. But maybe under the hat, which seems dicey. I mean, I have to send her over to him anyway to like tell him what to do.
Well, a good thing there's a lot of fire to hide it with.
Your magic lets you tell him what to do. You don't have to speak or anything. You just like use your magic and say, "Hey, go do this."
Okay, yeah.
You have a magic control over him. You don't need to use verbal commands.
Okay, yeah. In that case, I'm gonna have like Farron like terrible too. Tell him to comply with one of these guys until they put you in a cell, and then don't move from that cell until I come to pick him up.
All right. He in complying to them, he drops his weapon and like slowly raises his massive hands. A guard quickly runs to pick up the weapon.
Okay. Well,
Be careful, it's very hot.
I mean that's his own fault.
And you can see his like arm immediately blister, turn red, blood vessels popping as he draws it back and drops the object. What happened? And you see like his friends like come over to him and look at him. He's just like, it's not hot. I don't know what happened. And they're very confused and very concerned. More and more guards are gathering. However, in complying, he will slowly get on the ground, and they will attempt to cuff him. Finding they cannot, his wrists are absolutely enormous. They will tie his hands with chain, and they will have him walking off at like 4 different crossbow bolts pointed at him. His weapon is still laying there. There's a guard watching over it, but they're going to come and get it with something else.
I mean, that's the best I can hope for, I guess. Go back to the inn then.
Okay, back to the inn with the Duchess fine?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Genus, you have gotten back to the inn. You've been talking a little bit with Octavia. You have already sold the gun
Mm-hmm.
for a pittance of what you could have gotten.
Yeah, if I repaired it and shit.
Yeah. So the gun is now in Octavia's hands.
Mm-hmm.
And you've just been slowly talking, and in continuing, she will say, do you want to go over what we've said so far?
Yeah, a bit.
Okay. They talked very briefly, talking about what happened with Jorel, the events that transpired. And Octavia replied with, well, don't worry. If you're planning to leave, that's just fine. We are planning to leave too.
Yeah, but you're going all the way to Fiond.
Well, I admit I kind of assumed you'd be going too.
Eh,
I suppose if we had to stay here and be safe, we could move around to Enkidu. But I don't necessarily like being around soldiers.
Well, I don't know. Aren't you worried about Black Sun and the zombies?
Yes, that's why I'm going to Phaon, or how I intended to.
I guess I could always see what Omen's doing. She might come with us, and then we could just leave Jorl here.
Yeah, she was talking about being a fiend of Anatari, right? That was
Yeah.
a considerable part of my information on her. Well, hopefully the news won't come too harshly to her.
Oh, about Anatari, right?
Yeah.
Well, hey Omen, you there?
Yeah, I'm a bit busy at the moment. What's up?
You're coming down the road.
Anatari disappeared.
What do you mean disappeared?
What? Say again?
What do you mean disappeared?
I looked back over to Tavi. What do you mean disappeared?
Did I say disappeared?
Wait, what did you say?
I said Anatari was attacked,
Oh.
and from what reports say, nobody lives there anymore.
Sorry, not disappeared. It was attacked and no one lives there anymore.
What? What? No, you need to explain what happened.
I looked back over to Tavi. What happened?
Well, after the events of Terra Santa, there's been apparently a large group of soldiers monitoring the spread of undead creatures from that city, and they reached Anatari a few days ago.
I tell all that to Omen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for telling me.
Yeah, and Mudas Gravitas was evacuated too, and and it looks like what's been doing all that is coming here soon.
Terry was evacuated too?
No, Anatari was attacked and no one lives there. Mudas
Does that mean
Gravitas.
does that mean everyone's dead or everyone's moved?
I look back to Tavi. Is everyone dead? Is everyone at Anatari dead, or did they just leave?
No, there are reports, but they were attacked and survivors fled. Mudas de Gravitas was evacuated before an attack happened, but Anatari was hit in the back.
I relay all that to Omen.
In it.
What?
Dead.
What?
If Muda's Gravitas, at least we're not all dead then.
Yeah.
So then there have to be a lot of undead pouring out of Terra Santa.
I looked back to Tubby. Wait, who attacked? The undead or someone else?
The undead.
Oh. Yeah, it's the undead.
And I gathered, but like, were there that many when we left?
You had, as you left, you had killed a substantial amount of undead on the surface, and not only that, but you saw that the Lord of War. I always want to call him the Horseman of War, but the Fourth Lord of War's army was stationed outside of Terra Santa, and it broke in and was cleaning up a substantial amount of Terra Santa. So it is a little odd that they would have such a huge force moving out of Terra Santa.
Hmm. That is weird.
Oh,
w-
shit! I have to head back in that direction anyway.
Yeah, I wonder if they had even more. There was some from a nearby base, or maybe the entire force that was there was killed and then turned into zombies.
Only Jorl. Wait, was it? Yeah, it was only Jorl and Bon who went into the vaults, wasn't it?
Oh fuck.
Yes.
So you guys don't know anything. You think they're all dead.
Good job,
Those
Jorl.
fucking idiots act. Hey. There's a ton of inactive zombies, and
Jorl, the villain of the story, people.
I'm doing damage control for what Blackson is doing.
And for what you didn't even say.
Hold on, guys. You guys aren't in the same room at the moment. Wait
Yeah.
till you're in the same room.
Yeah.
All right. So, Omen, you were free to arrive at the Duchess Vine.
Yeah. I look back to Tavi and I say, we killed all the undead though, and the army went in to destroy everything. There wasn't much left for them to kill for zombie wise.
Most of my reports are coming from information stolen from the horsemen of the Fourth Lord of War. It's true. They at one point declared the city not clean, but they had a safe perimeter.
Mm.
From what I've been hearing, this new wave came from without the city, from outside, and began moving this way.
Mm. Well, that's not good.
So, Genus, you still plan on coming with us?
I don't want to go anywhere with Jorl.
Oh, I mean, last I saw, he was still with Black Sun, in this Black Sun base here, so
Is he dead?
I hope not.
I hope so. He's more trouble than he's worth.
If you
You
really
guys
feel
don't-
that way,
Yeah.
yourself.
Say what?
If you really feel that way, then you don't need to come back then.
Okay. Mhm. I looked over to Tavi. Looks like I'm going with you on that trip to Fion.
She sighs, just a little bit relieved. I didn't know how tired of this place I was until the undead were crawling all over our heels.
Mm-hmm.
Faon doesn't have near as much of a life for criminals, but I have a feeling we can scrape up something until this all blows over.
Sounds good to me. By the way, I'm
Alright.
taking Jenny.
Jenny's still up there. He's just patting his knees. Da, 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 da.
Okay.
Singing songs that he heard when moved us to Gravitas.
Mm-hmm.
So Omen, you're in Duchess Vine now. Jorl, you have had this big fight. The girl is now like she is quiet. She is watchful. You can see her shoulders are shaking just a little bit. Make a notice check if you would.
With
There are two highest noticers,
okay,
and it is visual.
all right. Two highest notices. I think that's gonna be Philario, who has the best skill, and the other one is gonna be Idarid, who has the second best skill, and she's with the girl.
Ooh, open roll.
So I was planning on doing something real quick.
Go ahead.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh! Do your real quick thing first.
Oh my god!
Holy cow!
Now you open roll.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, last game was pretty awesome. Okay, so you got 457 notice What was that thing you were going to do? I'll tell you if it's affected by what you noticed, and you could totally cancel.
Yeah. Basically, Idarid was like, okay, this girl was being kept in a room and guarded by this big door that took me 2 turns to open, and by Raziel. So she's probably dangerous in one way or another, but we don't necessarily have that much time to figure out like what exactly she can do. So Gabriel was going to use the fusion spell to try to figure out what the deal is, communicate that to Droll, and then end the fusion spell.
She's going to fuse with Jorl or fuse with the girl?
With the girl.
Okay. Well, first off, notice check will not change. You can start doing that as you're observing this girl.
Mm-hmm.
You see that like look of fear in her eyes, and just that like the shock, like obviously of like a traumatized person. Who is this making this notice roll?
That mega open roll was Idarid.
Idarid. So Idarid is looking at her. She's like doing this, preparing this fusion, and like she's kind of in tune with the natural world. She is also preparing a fusion spell, so maybe there are some like ties between them that are slowly being prepared.
Mm-hmm.
And it just comes to her that is entirely fake. This girl is not the least bit afraid.
Joro is just so SMRT.
You can also tell that she's looking around and she's doing a really good job of making it look like she's all like shadows are jumping out at her behind every corner, but she's not doing that. She's looking for something else.
SMRT. SMRT.
Okay, so the fusion spell can only work if she's 2 levels lower than Idarid when I cast
Over
it.
2 levels or 2
No,
levels?
under 2 levels. Because the max presence... Because Idarid has a presence of 55, and with my intelligence I can only fuse with something that has a presence that is... with a maximal presence of... okay, where is it? Where is it? Fusion. Alright, fusion. I can cast it at intermediate, meaning that it's a maximal presence of 100, meaning that if she has 45 presence, if she has more than 45 presence, if she has a level that is higher than 4, then I cannot. Then the fusion spell just does not work.
Okay, so if she's a higher level than 4, it can't work. If she's a lower level than 4,
yeah.
Well, you quickly gain the sense that it is a higher level than 4 because the spell does not work.
Oh, Jorl, and you just used up all your magic against that Raziel.
Like basically, like Jorl, like Idarid transmits this information, and Jorl and all of the other familiars just like pause, and we have this moment of like,
I've made a huge mistake.
yeah, basically.
Jorl's life. It started full of mistakes and it ends full of mistakes, with him doing nothing that helps anyone. Because he just released an undead horror upon this town.
You see her, like, as you all take this pause, she looks up at you, and there's like this small crease to her brow that tells you she's vaguely aware that something has been transmitted between you all.
Yeah.
Because of your insane and Zen notice check. So there's this moment of quiet where you're like just below the trap door, and
I turn around.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's sort of tense and ready to do anything, but not accumulating yet in any way that would be threatening. Only Gabriel is concentrating. And Droll says, You're not just a little girl, are you?"
She's looking up at you in that like starry, far away, fearful look in her eyes, lingers, and then suddenly she's dead inside. There is no emotion in this child. No, not that. Her mouth doesn't explode. It's just like suddenly she ages 30 years, but she's still in the same body. Her eyes just look old and like cold and unhappy.
And like, it's just like
it's not like she doesn't get wrinkles or anything.
Okay.
It's just like you're looking into the eyes of somebody who's lived far longer than their body suggests, or who has seen far worse than their body would suggest.
Oh god.
Does the Lariel, as the only person with attack, want to stop her as she leaps away from you?
Okay, wait 1 second. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, had a problem with the recording software for a second.
She's not attacking, but she does like slip right past Jorel with like this oddly perfect gait, and is going to try to bound straight up out of the trap door.
Oh god, it's another death god.
Okay, Philario is going to use a whip type attack to try to immobilize her.
Okay. Make
Dude,
an
you're gonna
attack
die.
against her acrobatics first, because she is trying to acrobatics her way out of the situation.
Full attack, 2 points of fatigue.
Oh, jeez!
I'm trying to
I'm going
immobilize
to. If you would be. Well, no. Okay, I guess I can just do the opposite. Okay, so she's defending herself then. So I'm going to add a little bit more to her defense because I didn't think to do that. She would have gone defensive because she's not intending to attack.
Yeah. What is what is the penalty for trying to immobilize someone with a whip type weapon?
A whip type weapon has no penalty.
Okay, cool.
It has a trapping attack. You just make it.
No.
Hey,
Is that a fumble? Yes.
You used up all your good luck on the previous
Yeah.
notice check.
That notice check. Okay, it's a fumble. Not quite enough. Do you see her like take one fast step around Jorel, and then like almost without moving her feet, she just flies up out of the trap door.
So
Her
Abel,
cloak like flowing behind her. You don't hear her land. She's gone.
So
Well, you
Abel,
can jump up and try to
did
chase her.
Genus did Genus find was there anything in that book Genus got off that guy's corpse that would tell you anything about what they're doing here?
The book you got off that guy's corpse.
Yeah.
As you're piercing through it. Excuse me. Okay, you're piecing through it, and you do have like a number of there are some pages where he scribbled notes about things. A lot of the times they're just like his own thoughts. He's sort of a quirky dude. However, every once in a while he'll have these really fine pieces of paper that are just like pinned to other pieces of paper, just to like keep them in order.
Yeah.
And those seem to be messages from someone else. And if you look at the latest few, they talked about, there was a couple about like shipments nearing completion of the Song of Undeath.
That's not good.
And then if you go like really far back, you find just a little message detailing that something really dangerous has happened at Site 1. There's a couple of things that you don't really understand right now. I'll give you a little parchment on that later. However, in the last areas, there's a couple notes about things bad that have happened to Terra Santa, experiments of failure. The entire sanctuary has been evacuated. All materials in Dwanhof right now, everything they can get, everything they can salvage, is to be shipped to ports offshore.
And nothing about what they were doing at this site experiment-wise.
Nothing specifically at this site. This site doesn't seem to be much like a great big laboratory. The only Jorel found out, there are only the ledger's room, the storage room, and then this small section where there was this Razel. But this might be not be the only place on it. What was that? There's one more important thing.
Yeah.
They mentioned near the very end there's a small passage, like a postscript, in telling I think the gentleman's name was Baldric, to get everybody out.
The what?
There's a postscript sent to this man.
Yeah.
After the main note telling him to get all the materials and all the people out as fast as he could.
Yeah.
That a being they only refer to as the angel. It is the angel seems aware that something has happened in Terra Santa. It seems to have disturbed her.
Omen, did you guys find a thing called the angel down there?
I didn't go down there. You'd need to ask Joel.
Well, it seems they were holding something called the angel there. And it doesn't sound good.
Now, from the note, it does not seem to specifically imply that the angel is there. At the site, the note just says that the angel, which it seems to imply the person should already know what the angel is, has been disturbed by the death of Ragnarok, the Song of Undeath. And while they can't quite fathom exactly what she's doing, she seems to be taking some sort of actions to explore and find figure out what has happened.
I relay that to Omen.
They talk about the angel as though it is an experiment in and of itself.
Okay, that doesn't sound good. Can you just hold on for a second?
Mm-hmm.
I assume at this point Omen's been just catching Karma and Null up on what's been happening.
Yeah.
And basically telling them we need to get the fuck out of Dodge, like, now.
I agree. Are we even gonna... We've got to get to the moor.
Obviously, yeah, but... Sounds like it's gonna be a lot harder than we thought it would be.
Maybe we'd better take the long way around?
Long way around?
Well, I just mean, not a beeline straight back through the undead coming this way. Like, take a trip south a little bit.
Round and a turvy, you mean?
Yeah.
Shit. Sounds like he got himself over his head in there. I need to go back for him. I know we were gonna leave straight away, but
Dude, leave the old man to die.
Speaking of dying, Jorl.
Alright. Filariel has a flight value of 8. Idarid immediately casts Acquire Powers to grow wings made out of vines from her back with a flight value of 12, and both of them immediately try to rush out and look we're trying to find this kid. I'm not releasing something into the world. I spent 2 fatigue points to cast the flight value 12 spell on the same turn, on the first turn after she jumped out of the trapdoor. We're looking for her. Gerald is pretty desperate.
Just follow the screams of painful death and anguish.
Okay, so this is the same turn you cast this spell?
Yeah, I spent 2 fatigue in order to get that spell up and running immediately.
Okay. So, Thalariel bursts out of there, huge wings, bloody tendrils sort of trailing behind her, looking just totally awesome. What?
Sorry, no. Filariel has a flight value of 8 normally. Idarid is growing wings on herself, so both of them are able to fly and look for this thing. It's just that Filariel has movement value 8 and can't go very far above the ground, but Idarid has natural flight 12.
Okay, so Idarid shoots out first, then Thalariel. Just as I described with regular blood wings, not otherwise. As soon as you get out, you see the fires have been put out on the left, on the western side. They've started to put out a lot of those fires. However, the area around you are still simmering and smoking, and there's still a couple large fires up to the north. You also notice that standing in the middle of this smog is Chef. Or no, not Chef. But there's a single soldier standing there just watching the others work. and Chef's weapon is on the floor next to him. I'm going to need you to make a search check, which will be another action at negative 25 to try to find the girl.
Okay, minus 25. Not great. Okay, that's Idarid's check, and that's and here is Filariel's. Does Idarid get bonuses for being like higher up in the air and having a vantage point?
Yes, I was going to fly that. However, your vision is obscured by all of the smog.
That is fair. And yeah, so 44 and 151.
All right.
Well, isn't
You-
she magic? Can't you sense her?
You didn't sense any magic on her.
I didn't sense
Idarid
any magic
did today.
earlier.
But yes, whoosh. You fly up. You're immediately, Idarid at least is immediately hacking a little bit, but you look around and she is vanished into the dark. You can't see her, and you can't see anyone moving through the buildings. There doesn't immediately appear to be a soldier. It's just this was a difficult task to begin with.
Jarl watched the tape, and now the little girl will come and kill people.
7 days.
Jorl is panicking, and like all of his familiars are gonna like
Why didn't
start.
I listen to Genus?
We're going to start looking in the all around the place, not even caring if we're seen by soldiers. We're like frantically trying to find.
A witch, burn him, burn him. He started all this. It's all his fault.
Well, you do spread out. It's just Jorl get out as well. Does he send Svelava or Gabriel?
Yeah,
out?
everyone is. And I can't do that with Svaliva is going to stay with me with Jorl because Svaliva has better eyesight, and just and I can't give him orders from a distance. So Svaliva is like with Jorl, and
All right.
we spread out. We're each going in a different direction, and we're gonna we're all looking. Idarid is gonna have to like come back to the ground. Unfortunately, she only has like she could not maintain that spell very well, very long. But we are searching. Most of us are not very good at search, so I don't think we're gonna find anything. But like, Jorl is just like, I everything I do just keeps making things worse. Do you want me to roll for anything?
Yep. Roll a search for everyone.
Okay.
And you said they're splitting up to search?
Yeah. I'm gonna have like Idarid go north, Gabriel go east, Filariel go west, and Jorl and Svaliva go west. Search check for everyone. Let's
Everyone
see.
search check.
Okay, so this is Jorl.
Jorl, open roll.
Hey.
To finding. Okay, 146. Okay.
All right, Jorl's looking around south. He's doing a really good job. Several times, like a gentleman will come over and say, "Sir, we need to get you out of here. There's been a horrible explosion."
Okay, so Svaliva has actually no.
I know. It has the same search as a regular Undyne at the moment.
Can you tell me what that is in a
Yes.
and roll? Can you roll for me? That would be great.
Yeah.
Okay, Filariel who's going south and search. This is her search. 109.
That's Svaliva's. All right.
Nice.
So Svaliva is moving. He's like searching as much as he can. Most of the people who run up and say, "Hey, come with us," they see him, which like as he moves, he's sort of gathering up ash, and his form is becoming really dark and unsettling. And so they look at him and they start just dragging you away. We gotta get out of here. It's another weird monstrosity. And they're gonna try to pull you away.
Okay.
Do you still have your?
I have Idrid's creation shield on Droll, so I don't think they managed to touch me. And I'm like,
They probably
wizardry, don't touch me! And like, I keep running.
Another one! Monsters this way! And there are like a number of guards who are chasing, who are like trying to figure out what's going on over here. They still well clear of Svaliva.
Another open
but they
roll.
don't immediately, like, some of them, they don't immediately seem to shoot me.
Okay.
Now, we're actually going to go to...
start the fire. It's
Is this-
always been burning since Jorl kept starting it.
Is this 109 Solario?
Okay, so 109 is Filarial, who's going south towards the sea. The 149 is Gabriel, who's heading west, and the last one that I'm about to do right now at no penalty is Idrid, who's going north.
Oh.
So I got some pretty good rolls in. I got 2 open rolls out of the 5 of us.
It's true. It is true. Jorl, you and the water elemental keep searching. You sadly cannot find her. She didn't go. They're going west, right, or south?
They're going west. Droll and
So you head into the group of people. Like, they break up the line. They like scatter. Like, you hear a couple people jump in like into the water to the south of you to get out of your vision.
Mm-hmm.
And you're parsing through these buildings. They're the mostly put out ones, so you don't have to worry about the fire so much. However, you find nothing there. Gabriel's going north. No, Iterid was going north.
Yeah, Iterid is going north. Yep.
Okay.
Iterid rolled 88.
All right. Iterid goes north. This is the area that has the most fire on it still. She's a tree person, but she's going north. And she's like peering through the buildings. It's incredibly hard to see. The smoke is so thick here. I need her to make a physical resistance check real quick.
Okay.
Burn, baby, burn, your wheel of fortune, inferno. Burn, baby, burn.
That's true. It is an inferno.
155.
She's great. Like,
Good.
sometimes she has to like move, but even though she is exceptionally flammable, she's really quick to put it out. She's really wary about anything that touches her that like sets her on fire. So she actually makes it through without taking any damage from the fire. She's just very careful. However, in being careful, she's moving slowly, and she does not see where this girl went. Which way did Gabriel go?
And Gabriel went west.
West. Well, Jorl also went west.
No, wait, hold on. Yeah, no, sorry, she went east. This way is east.
Okay. Gabriel goes east. What was her search check?
Her search check was 149. I opened roll for her search check.
That's a really nice search check. Unfortunately, just the same, this area is the most decimated.
Mm-hmm.
There are still fires here. So they seem to have formed another line on the opposite side. She's walking through. She doesn't have to deal with the fire burning her as much, but she also can't find any.
Fuck.
It seems like from all sides you are finding nothing in this place. She just vanished until. What kind of shield does Iterid have on her?
Iterid has a creation shield on her.
Okay. And she's the one manipulating that, right?
Yes. So she has like her own shield on her. Defense. Yeah, you want me to roll defense?
I want you to roll a defense. It is a surprise defense, and it is a vision partially obscured defense.
Okay, so minus 30.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm actually at minus 10 because I invested extra Xeon to make that shield better. 236.
Does she have armor?
Against what? And no.
Thrust.
And
Okay.
no armor.
Did you take the negative 90?
Oh yeah, the surprise. my bad. Okay, surprise and partially obscured. So no, I did not take the minus 90. I only took the vision partially obscured, which brings me to 146. So you pass by 160% of your weapon's damage.
All right, 160% is only 64 points of damage.
Ooh.
She's just wandering. She's looking. She's not finding anything. And then suddenly, like, the movement doesn't even catch her eyes. A shard of glass impacts her throat and, like, slides halfway into her.
Okay,
Is that critical?
64 points of damage, I think, is a critical by 3 points.
Perfect.
Joral's familiar just took a critical. Stans, what is your thoughts on the situation?
Oh, God.
Be better.
Minus
What?
64.
Could be better.
Yeah, yeah, by 3 points, that's a critical. Physical
critical
resistance
things on fire.
check.
And there's an undead horror unleashed upon the town, with a zombie
are-
invasion that is coming very soon. Things have infinitely gotten worse.
Shut the fuck up.
You are at a negative 45 penalty to all of your actions for a little
Oh
while.
my god.
You may now also
Joral's gonna have
notice
all of
check-
his familiars killed.
notice check at plus 20 to see if you could see her.
Okay, try not to get yourself killed before we get back.
You can try. Yeah, Joral's screwed. Like majorly.
Is that with a plus 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just got an enormous penalty.
Oh yeah, you did.
Minus 45 to all actions means I'm very distracted by the pain.
Yes. So there's this big shard of glass now sticking out of its throat. Her tree blood is sort of leaking down her chest now. She looks the direction it came from, and there's nothing, just darkness and fire.
Everybody else is converging towards where Idared is at full
Okay.
speed, and shit. Jorl is using the rods to regenerate his magic, and I am I'm considering doing something. Just give me 1 second to reread it real quick. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. That's fair. And that is yes. Okay, I'm doing that. Jorl remembers like one of the invocations he's read about in ancient scrolls back in the Inquisition. He knows about the true crows of this ancient Nordic religion that can be summoned to help looking for things.
Oh,
and,
shoot, yeah.
He's going to summon Hugin and Munin, the Raven of Eyes, as he's running towards Idared. And like he's frantically just trying to. He's immediately going to accept the pact. He knows what he has to do.
Oh gosh, is he gonna do that right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now.
Jeez. Okay. That's terrifying. But all right. So, Hugin and Mugen.
Yeah.
Why are you making that? Are you just
I'm
ritualing for it?
1 turn. I'm at minus 50.
Okay. So it'll appear at the end of this turn. You can do that if you like.
Okay, hold on. Blah blah blah. Actually, no. I'm gonna do it immediately and then try to activate it next turn. So I'm gonna be at minus 100. Blah 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 blah. Okay, Jorl, magic, summoning minus 100.
Okay.
This is so stressful.
It's very stressful. Oh, but you do really good.
The initial difficulty is 180, so I pass. The initial cost is 200, so that empties some of the rods that I have. Blah blah blah. Okay. Yeah. I managed to summon it to summon Hugin and Munin.
All right. Let me make sure just to Hugin Is Tugin with 2 U's? No.
It's on page 60 of the Arcana Exact.
There we go. All right. So they you were like running, and like these crows like appear. You can like see these big glowing eyes on these crows. They sort of just alight on houses near you, and like even as you're running, you'd never see them take off and chase you. You'll just look and see it having appeared on another rooftop ahead of you, watching you.
All right.
With these two glowing eyes.
Do it.
Blood red.
Do it. I need your powers now. Do it.
All right. You see one of them like take a dive off of the building, coming straight towards you, and make a withstand pain roll because you're not blocking.
Yeah, I'm not blocking. This is gonna hurt. Withstand pain. Oh, I'm not good at that. Minus 30. 8.
Alright, you unfortunately, you feel it coming, like your heart is determined, but then it hits you, and you've never felt such a pain so deeply close to your brain.
And with his recent birthday, shouldn't he be like super vulnerable to death?
He is a little bit more vulnerable to death, but this will not kill him. Birds know what they're doing. But you do like cry out in pain. You put a hand to your eye, and there's just blood running down the side of your face. It is gone. You were at a negative 40 pain penalty for a short period of time, as you're coming to terms with the loss of one eye. Which eye?
Yeah.
Which eye do you want?
I'm gonna like take this eye because it's gonna look kind of like Odin from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is what those two are references to, anyways. Yeah, I just sacrificed one of my eyes to try to save Idarid, and
the birds, you kind of feel their claws grip your shoulders and then vanish.
Okay. Next turn, I'm immediately going to cast Eyes of the World. Even with the pain penalty, I'm just hoping I make it work.
Okay. In that case, we have one more turn with Idarid. You want to just roll a real quick initiative with Idarid?
Yeah, I'm not surprised anymore, hopefully.
Nope, you are not surprised. Though you still know where she is.
140.
Okay.
So stands. Things have gotten worse now. While you were gone.
Yeah, I noticed you're using that one which makes you lose your eye.
Yeah, he gave up his eye so that Idarid wouldn't go back, wouldn't die, basically.
All right. I'm going to need you to make 3 defenses.
Fuck.
With your negative 40 penalty and vision partially obscured.
Wait, Joral's taking an attack?
No, Idarid.
Oh, Idarid. Okay, so
she has her negative 40 for her shields.
Oh yeah. The penalties dropped from 45 to 40. This got it.
Yes.
Okay, and okay, and you're saying wait, vision partially obscured. Yes, that does apply for shields. So I'm at minus 30. Okay, let's do this. Minus 30. Yeah.
Alright, that's the first one. No armor?
No armor. Fuck.
32 points of damage. Another shard.
Okay. And
ooh, open roll.
No!
The
I
next
just
one.
got her back!
No,
I
she's already gone. You could, I was gonna say, I was wondering if you were gonna like pull her back into your body.
Yeah, okay, you said...
the next one is...
I don't know how much from a distance I can do that.
I think you can do it from any distance you
really?
want.
Oh,
I believe so. Let's just take a look.
That's the rules don't specify this. What the first attack did 30 points of damage, you said?
The first attack did 30, the second will do 60.
Okay, if the second does 60, I'm at minus 29.
Okay, so that's what's her constitution?
Hold on. Okay, no. Okay, hold on. Minus 31. Yeah, I'm at minus 21. My constitution with Idared is 7.
And she's at minus 31?
Yeah.
Okay, she has 4 hit points left until she is gone. Let me just... I'm pretty darn sure you can pull her into your body from any distance.
I would have done that last turn if I could have. If I knew I could do that. That's okay. That's okay. I never tried pulling in one of my familiars from any distance. If that was possible in my backstory, when they sent the hit squads, while my familiars were spread out throughout the world, I would have tried to bring them back in my body, but the hit squads might have been really precise.
Yeah, I was gonna say they probably did it within the exact span of 3 seconds, all in one hit on each. Which is Black Sun. Yeah.
Yeah. If they had Eru Pellegrini to coordinate, that makes sense. They could do that.
Joel just didn't know he could do it, and he read up on it afterwards and just slapped himself.
Yeah, but sacrificing my eye can still help me find this kid and end this before it all goes to shit.
You mean more than what it already has?
Yeah, more than and this is a third attack, so I think Idared might die if I can't pull her into my body before the third attack.
There is it does not specify. I'm going to say that you can pull her back in now.
I do it.
So you just she gets the one in her throat, her eyes swivel over to the darkness, but the next two come from completely different directions, digging into her back, and then one last one into her leg. You feel her the amount of blood loss she's losing get so intense that she passes out. And as she's mid-fall, you can hear the ringing of another glass shard as you sweep her back into your body.
Okay. Immediately activate Eyes of the World.
Okay.
With my does the penalty reduce from 40 to 35 for Joro for the pain?
No, it goes away. This is just an immediate pain. Your adrenaline's gonna kick in. It's gonna go away by half every turn. So
okay, so
40, 20, 10. Yeah.
Okay, cool. 40. So I'm at minus 20 right now. Eyes of the World. Okay, let's do this. Summoning minus 100. 246. That passes by 46 points. I gain extrasensorial vision from Munin, and I can observe any event occurring within 1,500 feet as if I had notice and search of 240. And it lasts for 1 hour. It's going to last for 4 hours.
Okay. Make that roll.
Okay, hold on.
By the 240.
Okay, 1 second. I gotta spend all of that Xeon I just used. So that's 4, 1, 5 left.
Yeah.
And search check. 240. I'm gonna retry it every turn until I find this girl.
You don't need to worry about it because you can observe it from every point. I'm not giving her the big hiding bonuses that she was getting. So you see her she's crouched on the second floor of a building, way at the end of the street, chucking these things from 10, 20 meters.
She's using she's using the Ars Magnus to bend the direction of the attacks.
No, she's just moving really quickly and then throwing them. She's she throws the last one and sees at her advantage. You catch the small curl of her lips into a frown as she sees at her advantage, and she bounds up over the rooftops and just goes tearing northward away from you.
Well, Dwanhof is fucked.
Not yet. Okay. All right. New initiative, right?
Yeah, if you'd like to make a new initiative.
Okay. So Filariel is going to do.
Haterhead's gone.
Filariel is going to do an initiative with the heavy ballista.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting you
Yeah.
can do that.
120 initiative, nice. Gabriel is. I'm gonna do initiative because probably I can help someone. Okay, and Jorel is going to do initiative as well, and so is Svaliva. Oh wait, I'm at -10 to all actions now. Okay. All right, and Svaliva might be able to help. So I'm gonna drag him onto here, and initiative. What's his warlock?
So what?
He's a warlock, right?
Who?
Svaliva.
Yes, we'll leave it as a warlock. So
The-
plus 5.
Okay, hold on. What's the initiative bonus per level for a warlock?
Level 4 is plus 20.
Okay, wait. He's level
Oh,
4.
per level. It's plus 5 per level.
Plus 5 per level. What? And he's level 6, right? Oh no, 7.
7. Yeah.
Okay, plus 5 per level, which means 35. Okay, cool. Magic. Ooh, I've got a pretty decent initiative with Svaliva. Okay, and I open world with Jorel's initiative. Cool.
Go, Jorel. Right now, you're the only one who can. Okay. Oh, so close. Okay. So, initiative. It's her first.
Jeez.
She is still tearing away from you, and you immediately have this sinking feeling because as she's moving over buildings, you are losing ground.
Yeah.
She's faster than Thelario can fly, and with how you guys are moving along the ground, having to move between buildings, she's just escaping you at a rapid rate.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Svaliva is accumulating. How much accumulation do I have? Can I cast something to slow down? 80 is not the best, but let's see. Is there anything I can... Okay. Alright. Yes. Prison of Ice. This spell has a fixed area by spell rank. Mystical resistance check. I can, if I spend 2 fatigue, cast it at intermediate, which is a mystical resistance of 140. I'm gonna try to do this, and it's based on Jorel's ability to see her, so I'd probably have huge penalties to detect, some penalties to aim. But basically, Svaliva is gonna cast a level 32 spell to try to basically just create a bubble of frost around her to stop her from moving. So
Now, while he has to roll pretty well to hit her, even if you can see her, it's a 240 or is it 280? Oh, 280.
you want me to make my
Yes, you can roll your projection to see. I'm going to check really quick.
full attack?
Full attack. Hey, that actually helps with magic as attack.
Yep. 205.
Uh-oh. Now, while it is true that she will be within range, even if you can see her, you need a direct line to her. Unless you roll 240 or more.
That's fair. Okay, so I guess that's...
So, your spell reaches out and a ball of ice appears in the air somewhere in the area. You could tell as Jorel that it did appear slightly above and to the right of her, and then crashes down, and her eyes widen as she sees it and keeps on booking it.
Okay. That is... Ooh. I could not have... actually, yeah. It would have I would have needed to take Xeon from the rods. Just give me 1 second. I used an entire rod for this. Okay. Jorul. If I don't have any other options, I'm probably going to do Wheel of Fortune again.
And by the way, as you guys are running through, since your familiars are leading the way, people are getting out of the way. But there are people on these streets you're running through now to go and find her.
Wheel of Fortune, yeah.
Wheel of Fortune, is that what you're going to hit her with?
Yeah.
Okay.
Minus 100. Yep, let's do this. Oh, I pass by 2. I pass by 2.
All right. Do you want me to roll the D100, or do you want
yes,
to?
please.
Okay, here we go. Oh, wait. That's another one we've seen recently. Why? What's all these, 40 numbers?
Okay. That is 225. This brings me to 1090. Okay. You said for
We got the Hermit again.
the Hermit.
Yes.
Oh.
You're shielded. You're immortal! Come at me with your glass shards.
Fight me! Okay.
Jorul,
So people see you chanting.
Jorul,
Like
this
two
is your
turns.
this is your god saying, "You fucked up. You will always fucked up, and we hate you."
No.
Philario. Ballista
Philario.
attack.
Ballista. Okay, now she is a considerable distance away from you. Let me check real quick. I'm sure the ballista is a siege weapon. So
Yeah,
it has plenty of range.
ballista is a siege weapon. That is going to use some of my life points to even shoot with this thing. This fight is harder than the one against the Death God. I've taken so much, it's been so hard.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Against the Death God, Bond took most of the damage between shield.
Yeah,
guy
but I
and the
could
Death God.
heal him because Aetherid hadn't died.
This person knew what they were doing. Hold on a minute. Oh yeah, Ballista's what I'm looking for. Ballista.
10 life points to... Okay, 10 life points to even shoot at this thing.
Does the Ballista not have a Oh, there it is. Light Ballista. Okay, so 150 meters. She is... And then plus a strength of a light ballista. Wait, heavy ballista or light ballista?
Heavy ballista.
Heavy ballista. So 200 meters.
Yeah, it's a heavy ballista, and it's made larger by the fact that all of the weapons created by the Blood Rose are size large.
Did you give her a negative 100, or does she take that for having a heavy ballista?
Did she take a minus 100 to what?
Initiative.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just
Okay.
have a plus 80 from Gabriel.
Oh yeah.
Boosting my
Yeah,
initiative. It's still maintained because Genus doesn't have that power anymore. So yeah.
We're good. Okay, so heavy ballista, an enormous heavy ballista, so 225 base damage. And she is in range, and since you are flying, I will let you take the shot as though she is in line of sight, though you will still get a partially obscured penalty.
Okay. 2 points of fatigue. Full attack.
Okay.
How much fatigue you have left?
8 now because I regenerated everything a few turns earlier, and 3.
Oh my
24.
god. Oh no. Okay, hold on a minute.
Spring.
Oh fudge. Okay, so Wait, that's not. Oh no.
I don't want to have to kill her, but I can't just.
Did you take the penalty for vision partially obscured?
No.
It doesn't matter. It's a negative 30.
Yeah.
You take aim, fire this tremendous spear of blood. You see it soaring through the air. You see the girl turn her head, see it her foot slides forward as she tries to dive to the right, straight through the chest. You see it break open the ground, and she falls face first to the floor, totally dead.
You fucked up. You fucked up. Oh my god, did you see that? He just killed that little girl! Monster!
So
Monster!
technically, Filarial, the blood elemental, just killed that little girl that was
It's
running on rooftops at superhuman speeds.
She was like everybody really like they will see something horrible because you're also like you were near that limit. You were near 200 meters apart. So the spear the javelin comes through, nails her off the rooftop, and everybody just sees this young girl's body like land on the middle of a boardwalk with a big blood spear just like oozing out of her, and it's just terror through the streets. Terror from Jorl running through with all his familiars. Everything is horrible.
Jorl made things 1,000 times worse. Good job.
Okay, I am so glad that I stopped her. I'm so glad I like took that high. I still have this sense of like there was probably something of a little girl in there, and I feel awful, and I am never ever going into a place without Omen's approval ever again.
Or Genus.
Ever.
Because you know,
Omen's the leader.
Yeah.
Omen's the leader.
yeah, but Genus is the smart one.
Omen's the
Everyone is going to everybody is going to converge. I pull back everyone into my body, Svaliva into the sword, and
That old man! It's that old man! Get him! Kill him!
and,
He's a
like,
monster!
I run completely out of breath through the smoke.
Monster!
Aren't you weirdly fast with
Monster!
agility 10?
8 now that I'm old.
Oh yeah, 8 now that you're okay. Well, there have been guards chasing you, and like as you're just running away, and like they've raised crossbows to start shooting at you, and you're booking it away faster than these guys can follow you. This old man is like running at speeds that an Olympic athlete would be like. That's
It's a
pretty good.
changeling! It's a demon! It's a
I'm going to need you to make one defense roll with the shield you have. It's not a Thalarial shield, it's not an Iterate shield, is it?
It is an Iterate shield.
Iterate is technically able to defend you. Let's see, it's been a couple turns. So wait, let me roll critical for that last attack.
Okay.
Okay, so that's not so bad.
Physical resistance. I could pass this
Ooh, that's a fumble.
if I didn't roll a 1.
Roll D100 for that.
Fumble, fumble.
Wait.
Everything is worse now.
Hold on. Did I have a
You have the hermit on you still.
I have the hermit. Yes.
You have the hermit. Okay, so never mind. You keep booking it. Let me roll this attack real quick. I forgot about the hermit. Okay, so like a number of arrows sink into the hermit shell, and you see it takes a bit of damage, but it's pretty tough. You can keep running, no problem. You can get just out of sight, and from there, you can keep running until you get home. Do you have any like fatigue problems that you should be worried about?
Jorl had not spent. Oh,
He has 7 constitution, so no. You will be able to, at least momentarily, escape. Where are you going?
I'm going back to the hideouts. I'm going back to the inn.
And now a shout out to Jorl found in the general chat. It's called You Fucked Up.
I fucked up. I am crying by the time I get home. I am panting. I'm crying. I'm a mess. I'm just going to like open the door, close it, fall against the door, and just breathe and sob.
What happened to you? Is Nell's immediate response as he stands up and starts walking towards you.
I tried to play the hero again. I'm not fit to be a hero.
Ain't no one fit to be a hero, Joel. People just wind up that way in history. Come on. Come on, sit at the table. We got booze.
Where's Omen? Where's Genus?
Gina, I don't know. Where's Genus, Omen?
Omen is here?
I think
Omen is silent. Oh, no, now she's not. Sorry, go ahead.
I thought she would have gone looking for Joel, but yeah, maybe she doesn't make it out before Joel gets back.
Since I still have Munin activated, if I passed within 1,500 feet of you, I'd have known where Omen is, gone towards Omen, so that she saw me and then headed to the inn.
Okay, actually, with Hunan and moving, you also know where Genus is.
I'm at the inn too, so.
Well, you're not out in front of the inn. You're upstairs with Octavia, and she is still
Yep.
up there. You know of the little ladder that leads upstairs and the secured door behind it.
I'm still bleeding from my eye, and I'm not even gonna try to heal it because I know
Oh my God.
it's not like something that can be healed as far as I know. And like, yeah, I'm just like bad.
Brooklyn, we need like 2 pitchers over here. And Macklin eventually comes out and says, "Holy, Mother of Abel, you want me to take a look at that?"
Sure.
Okay. Macklin, while you're drinking, he says, "Take a few heavy drinks, old man." All right. He will heal you up a little bit. He will stop the bleeding from your eye being taken out. It's just it's gone. It's 100% gone.
I know. It's okay. It needed to happen.
You can tell us what happened on the way. Just finish your drinks and go, everyone. We've got to get out of town as soon as possible.
What do you want us to do, boss?
Well, we need to head out on the road either way,
What's going on down there?
and the longer we stay here, the longer the Inquisition has time to catch up and tell what happened.
I'm
What happened to your everything on the way?
I'm appearing I'm appearing Gabriel to help me up, and she's gonna be like taking me towards the cart, and I'm just
Omen, what's going on?
gonna collapse in the cart.
Joel's just got back. He's in real bad shape. I'm
Do I
sending
even-
him with.
Do I even need to
karma.
say I told you so?
Oh, I'd appreciate if you didn't at the moment.
Well, either way I'm leaving to go to Fion because at this point everything's just fucked here in Dwanholf and there's no way to stop it. So
How long are you staying in town?
I'm leaving as soon as Tabi does, which is probably going to be like really soon.
Well, we had a ship prepped for tomorrow about midday.
I'll be here about. Apparently, I'll be leaving tomorrow. So
It's like past midnight. It's decently into the night, so that's in like 6 hours.
yeah,
Like morning will be coming very soon.
yeah.
I don't know if you have time to go back for Chef, and I don't want to leave him here.
Well, that's your problem, isn't it?
Well, if you don't want to take him with you, then
I'm taking
I'll
Jenny.
stick around.
I'm taking Jenny.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Nil, Karma, you take Joel to the cart and start moving. I need to
That
go back
weird
for
lady
Chef.
with the skull took him to the cart.
Okay, good. Oh, yeah, okay, Edward.
No, Gabriel.
Gabriel. Well,
Little spooky, that one.
well, you have to get used to her.
Well, I've been getting used to a lot of things in the last, 48 hours, so Yeah.
Oh, I bet. You did you know what happened to Planetary?
What happened? What?
I'll tell you on the road then, but it's not good news.
Mm-hmm.
But you two get to the car and head off straight away. Macklin, I assume you're heading off with Genus.
Yeah. Genus and Octavia. They're my employers.
Okay. Well, it was nice seeing you again. Anyway.
Yeah.
It was, if this is truly where we part ways, I wish you a safe trip.
Omen
old man.
Dwanhof is fucked. The best you can do is get out of there while you still can. Get out of here while you still can.
I'm not going to leave my friend behind, Genus.
If your friend is still alive.
No, she is.
How?
Just do.
Right. Whatever. Have fun being eaten by zombies. Zombies are getting killed by Jural's ideas.
You know, Genus, about Joel, but at least he makes the effort.
Really?
At least he tries. He doesn't give up on people.
Uh-huh. So, I could have cut you guys out way before now, but I've been supporting your asses all this time. Helping you, getting you information, but... Yeah, Jural does things so much better with so much better. Fuck you and fuck the old man, I say before I take out the earring. And I looked at Tavi.
Well, if you still there?
I looked at Tavi. I just remembered why I hate self-righteous supposedly moral fucks. Before I toss the earring down onto the desk.
She, slowly reaches over and picks it up. Is this a present?
Nah, it's more like a curse if you want to listen to Omen's shit.
She just smiles and says, it's... free information is free.
Yeah, only if they engage in contact with you. I say as I explain the concept of the earrings to her.
Well, since I can't say Omen knows me at all, I've not even been in the same room with her, I guess these wouldn't work for me.
Yeah. Plus, you
It's
need
a
the other
shame.
one anyway. Plus, you need the other one anyway if you want to steal it from her.
They do look rather nice.
Mm-hmm.
But, I wouldn't make an enemy of someone like Omen and Duro over something quite so small. And she, drop it on the counter again. So, coming with?
Coming with. Can you still set up the carts to help evacuate the people outside the walls?
We'll buy up everyone we can in the short amount of time we can. Do you
Yeah.
want them going somewhere specific? Because I don't know. I get the feeling that this is going to spread further than just Port Tibus.
Probably. But at this point, there's nothing we can do about it. Things just keep getting worse and worse. Yeah. So. Either way, just send them somewhere.
All right. We could send it to Port Rue. You can get pretty cheap transport from there to Port Maidel, but honestly, and she looks around again, that's the best I can do for them. There's no way they're getting over the summer plateau.
Whatever.
All right, well, we'll do our best.
All right. Now let's hurry up and get the hell out of here.
She nods. Her two assistants are currently already organizing everything to one side of the room. Unfortunately, under such short circumstances, even I can't afford to travel first class. So I hope that won't bother you.
I don't care. I just want to get out of here.
And everyone downstairs, Null and Karma have gotten all of their things from their rooms, and they're setting them up. They've already purchased like what food they could, as it is a little bit scarce here, and stockpiled. Null has like a big backpack on because honestly, the with all the supplies that you need for all these people, the wagon's a little stuffed as it is between the tree and the people who generally sit into it. So he's carrying a good bit of supplies as well. And the cart is ready to go whenever you guys decide you want to leave Port Tebas.
I'm going to tell the two of them to head off in the southwest direction.
Southwest. Now you're talking about the way, because that path will go down to Port Rue. There are a number of villages along the way, but that will be a long way south to curve around Anateri. Also, the Scar of the Martyrs in the way. Let me bring you back to the main map.
Oh yeah, I was looking for it on my end and can't find it on my hard drive. So
yeah, so these are the exits of Port Tebas. You could go down over the Mukherjee River, but that would take a really long time. Like, you could technically try to cut through, get over the Mukherjee River again and just go over this side of the Scar of the Martyr. That would probably be a lot more dangerous, or you could try to go the long way around. Or, I mean, you could try going back north.
North, where we know has been attacked by zombies.
Yeah.
I mean, if we head straight through Anateri, that's probably where the Inquisition would be coming from.
Or the
I think-
zombies.
I was thinking more to stay off the roads and see if there's a way through there, but no, we'd have to go through the river.
Well, that's true. You would have to go through the river with this cart, and in addition to that, this is largely marshy, swampy land. It would be really difficult to bring a cart or to go on foot off-road area.
Seem like we have much of an option except to take the long way around. But then it's not going to be much time. I'm going to see what the others think. Omen's going to head out of the cart and like peek ahead and is opinions on which way we go? Was Joel
Sure.
awake?
Joel, are you awake, or are you just like resting in the cart?
I'm awake, but I'm just muttering to myself and like staring into the void with like one hand resting on like the root of its tree, and just I'm not good. Like when you mentioned my name, I do not turn around to look, and Gabriel, that's still present, is gonna say he's gonna need some rest, just a little bit of space.
Okay, never mind. You two. Opinions. We're going. Which way are we going?
I don't really say I want to go all the way to Port Rune. I do know that there are some valley roads that lead through towards the center of the river. Though we still have to contend with the Scar of the Murder. You don't have any magic that can get us over that crevasse, do you?
No, I don't have air magic. I've been keeping an eye out for spell books, but I haven't seen any on the way here. I have an awful lot to learn.
By the way, where's that tall fellow with the helmet and the hat?
I'm going back for him as soon as I can, which means you're going to have to go ahead without me. I'll catch you up.
We
So what
could
that
meet you.
means is that we can't we can't go round a way that's going to be too long, else we'll get caught up with.
Yeah. I say we head south along the Pellegrin coast and eventually cut it west. I don't want to go all the way to Port Rue.
Probably for the best. We can, as long as we head west before the forest, maybe we could lose the trail there.
Karma seems to just be like scratching his little scruff on the side of his face. Honestly, we're looking at a long trip either way. I think that moving along the streets might be about the same speed as moving through the marshes, but we'd have to contend with the throngs of people less, so yeah, I guess I'm on the same.
I got some food. They were storing food at the storage space. I got crates of food for the trip, and I'm going to drop some crates outside of the city as we're leaving for the people who live here, for the refugees. That's Gabriel. That's Gabriel talking.
Head south either way, so you just head off for now, and you'll decide when to turn off.
I know these roads pretty well, says no. And Karma's kind of looking at him like a little concerned. How will we, if I'm going along in the back country though, it's gonna be hard to meet up. Do you have any plans for us to talk again? Because otherwise, I'm probably just going to be sitting by somewhere along the Mukherjee River, and that's a long stretch for you to look.
Take Farron with you.
Do you have that perk that lets you be more than 300 feet apart?
Yep. So no, I don't.
Okay.
Okay, don't take Farron with you.
Cool, we'll
Can't do
take
that.
Farron with you. Got a little fire, buddy.
Karma, can you tell exactly where I am?
If I could establish a connection with you now, I can maintain it for outside of the reach of the spell, or of the or I can maintain it for a long time. I could probably get us at least to the Mukherjee River and still be in contact. I wouldn't be able to establish one with you once out there, though. I would need to be able to see you, and I can't project myself that far from my body. Wait, I just totally used Nell's voice for him. I'm sorry. I can't project myself quite that far.
Might draw the Inquisition, but I think that's still our best option.
Well, if the Inquisition are coming from the south and the monsters are coming from the west, then I suppose it would be best to just thread the needle if we can.
Seems like it. If you see either of them, then or anything you think track you, then just drop the connection. It's not worth it.
Understood. If that happens, we'll try for the main split along the Mukherjee River, just southeast of Anatary.
Sure.
Just as a last precaution. Are we good to set out then? Okay. You'll be along quickly, I imagine?
As soon as I can.
Okay. And he thinks his eyes go upwards for a minute, and then he says, "Can you hear me? Can you hear me?" With his mind.
I'm clear, Karma.
Okay. See you soon. And he'll go over to the car and knock on it and say, "So, we're going. We figured we'd take the car. Unless you guys have any opinions, we'll drop off those food crates you wanted to drop off."
All right. I can drive the cart.
Okay.
Can one of you drive the cart? Actually, Joel.
I can do it.
All right. I'm gonna stay with Joel and try to talk with him.
Hey. As like Null with his gear gets on the cart, you can actually feel it lean forward a little bit. Like, oh man, Karma, take this and sit on the back. And it like just throws the bag at Karma, which completely flattens the guy. And he has to drag it over to the back, and probably with a little bit of Gabriel's help, if she will, drag it up onto that side with him, and he'll see it. And it sort of evens things out. And they set off down the road.
Also, like, I'm just thinking the Inquisition can have detailed reports of every single one of my familiars doing something supernatural very visibly, even Gabriel, because her matrices are visible to everyone in the streets.
Well, thanks to the sun, you basically converted a lot of people to religion and anti-magic now.
It is true. There are a lot of people who are like, oh, religion, we must praise Abel because we're about to be burned if we don't.
Mm-hmm.
There was a little girl at the center of that cataclysm. That's not what Abel looks like.
I mean, look on the bright side. If they weren't going to think that because of the giant inferno Joel caused, it would cause it because of the zombie apocalypse.
That's also true. This city is so sad right now. Poor city.
Oh, and everything's still on fire too.
Actually, by now, only like there's a little bit of fire, but they put out half of the fire, and the other half just ran out of material to burn.
Mm.
So they salvaged some things, but most of it's on fire.
And now there's even more destitute. Without jobs, homeless and hungry.
It was
probably
mostly
true
an
that-
industrial area, so Drool is going to assume it's worse than it actually is, and just mop a lot for the next few days.
Okay. And you're cool with them just driving out, and you're just gonna go with that trip?
Yeah, like
All right.
I don't even notice that we're moving around that much and that we're leaving. Jorol is deep in a conversation with his familiars who are going back and forth on trying to reassure him and like trying to make a decision about how we should act from here on, because we're going to change the way that we like approach things in general. And so like Jorol is just focused on this internal conversation and oblivious to what's happening around him.
I don't this is Hilarial just kind of saying, I don't think you exactly appreciate what happened in Tivo's Port. If you want to, count the body. The only ones dead by your hands were members of the Black Sea. And one, obviously, unfriendly gremlin. We don't know what she was, but we know that she was attacking a Durid without any provocation. It's just sort of like poking it. Sorry.
Chasing her. All we know is that she was older than she looked, and that she was trying to survive, trying to flee, and that we were running after her. We didn't get the chance to give her the option to surrender. We didn't. We were chasing after her the way people chase after most undead. And and the worst part is that if she was a monster, we almost let her get away. And yeah, we gotta change the way we approach things.
You mean like in the way that Genus does things?
No.
Here now. So while you're talking, we're gonna go back to Omen real quick. Omen, what are you staying here to do?
Well, first things first. Obviously, my main intention is to see where they've taken Chef, but if I can find Genus while I'm here, and maybe
You
George.
don't. Actually, you can. I forgot this, and swap me, bad GM. You can technically sense where the other half of the earring is with your magic appraisal.
consensus in the building.
Yes, you can sense it's like 3 floors up from you. Well, 2 floors up from you.
Okay, I'd like to see if I can.
All right. What
Where
level
one
do you
is-
cast? Yes.
Is intermediate, but I don't have the book in front of me, or
Um,
core exec at least.
It's in core exit. I will take a look. I do. So the resistance, you're gonna have to roll a resistance if you want to resist. Miss Genus will be 150. Ooh.
I'm,
What's the
te-
on that?
I'm teaching Jenny why Jorl and Omen's decisions thus far have been really stupid.
Okay, so then you'll actually be able to detect. Did you make your magic resistance?
Who, me?
Yeah.
And
And you did cast it at intermediate, right, Omen?
How
107.
much the on is that?
That is a 100.
What about my special effects?
Oh yeah, you have a. Oh, okay. So hold on a minute. No, I'm pretty sure Genus isn't detected.
Okay.
Yeah,
and I'm-
I have 135 key concealment.
Yes, so you are 100% not detected. Let me. Unfortunately. Oh, you're looking through her yourself. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry, no worries. You can look now. I won't touch things, yeah.
However. Okay. You detect like the faint distortion that is Jenny. Jenny's usually just a little bit colder than the air around him, but like he's generally room temperature. You, unless she fumbles, you will not detect Octavia. You do not.
Damn it, Jenny!
Her companions. You do not detect. You only detect Jenny upstairs. But you can see he's like sitting there patting his legs and nodding his head, looking at someone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Find a way up there then.
Well, okay, it's pretty easy. You've seen the ladder at the far
Well,
end of
Jenny,
the.
Jenny waits outside the door all the time anyway, so...
You
Yeah.
find the ladder at the far end of the corridor hallway where all of your rooms were. You've known that was there for a while. You've just never gone up there. You climb up, open the trap door, and are you out there with Jenny then, Genus?
Yeah, I'm teaching him why Jorl and Omen have been making the dumbest of decisions and that we're leaving in some hour.
Okay, you can sort of hear that as you get closer. You can sort of hear her talking to Jenny. You pop open the trapdoor, and there she is with Jenny.
I'm pretty sure I noticed this, so I look over and say, "What the fuck do you want?"
Unless you're sneaking, Omen. Okay.
Alright, the fuck do you want?
Now, but notice you're not wearing your.
Well, if I'm gonna be unappreciated, why would I talk to you?
It's not that we don't appreciate you. It's that I don't think
Don't think what?
I'm sorry, and
You
it's
basically
not
want to.
that we're.
You basically want to risk all our lives, the lives of your friends, lives of Jorl, who is probably who knows in what condition. You want to risk my life. You want to risk Jenny's life. All because you want to go back to a town that's been attacked by zombies and the survivors have already fled on the off chance that your friend might still be alive.
I technically don't have a life.
Shut up, Jenny.
Okay.
Yeah, and on top of that suck salad, Jorl fucked everything up royal, so now we're gonna have the Inquisition on our ass. Because I'm pretty sure that no people are not gonna have any squabbles about selling you or him out now.
But the problem is that we're putting your life in danger.
You're putting everyone's life in danger. Dwanholf is fucked. Royally. Fucked. And you want to risk everyone's lives on a suicide mission, basically.
I don't have any intention of dying, and I don't have any intention of getting anyone else hurt. The whole reason we're doing this in the first place, a mistake I made, that my friend's life.
I'm back.
She was actually always the one who was kind of second guessing everything we did, and someone was going to get hurt. But the thing is
so she was second guessing everyone getting hurt. You didn't listen to her, and everyone got hurt. You don't listen to me when I'm second guessing your plan, and everyone's going to get hurt.
Which is why I need back. It's my fault, and it's my responsibility. Safe.
That is so fucking stupid. You want to... You're gambling the lives of other people, not just your own, to go back and get your friend who may or may not be dead in the middle of all the zombie hordes out there, and now the Inquisition being everywhere.
Not gambling anyone's life. We all would have done this for any one of us.
Bullshit.
Oh, bullshit, is it?
Yes, it's bullshit. Because this is basically a suicide mission and stupid. If you want to learn anything from Jorl, learn that having some stupid morals at the risk of everything and everyone around you is a bad idea.
Look, I won't say that in a lot of things unnecessarily with some of the decisions Joel and I have made. That every single person in that cart, not because I've told them to, but because they want to do it.
And they're dead
I'm
too.
not risking anyone else's life.
You are with this mission. And at this point, with Jorl not listening to me, and you not listening to me when I know how things work, on top of the idea that I'm not fucking appreciated for just about anything, and that my advice, which is pretty sound, since I know the idea of risk to reward ratio and everything is ignored, why the fuck would I want to do this?
If I didn't appreciate you, I wouldn't have come back for you.
Whatever. Like, I fucking believe that.
But the fact of the matter is, regards to how that will affect ourselves as individuals, if you don't want to come with us, then we'd respect that. But I just get the feeling that it's not that you...
What?
That... I know you don't consider us...
Consider
through
you...
a lot.
Yeah. We've been through a lot. And it's mostly because of yours and Jorah's fuck-ups. This is basically where I'm drawing the line. And if you don't want to take sound advice from someone who's even bothering to waste her breath telling you to save you, telling you to cut your losses so you can live, then you and him can go fucking die.
What advice would you give then?
What?
advice would you give other than to not do this?
Other than to leave? Nothing.
Yeah.
Joral's in no state to go into zombie inquisition infested territories on a wild gamble. You've got two guys down there that probably know some shit, but they probably don't. But they probably won't be too much help. And yeah, you got the summonings and everything, but like, how the but you're probably gonna have to use your magic all the time, which is gonna get the attention of the Inquisition on your ass, and that's gonna be more trouble. You guys are gonna straight up fucking die. Yeah.
Is my promise worth anything to you?
No. Promises do not allow for the mystical divine ability of God to absolutely make sure that I won't die.
Promise you no one else will.
You can't guarantee that either. Yeah, because here's something that you need to learn very fast. Shit happens. Look at what just happened with Joral now. You're basically gambling with people's lives. And you can't guarantee your safety, you can't guarantee you can risk your friend, you can't even guarantee your friend is still alive even after Anataria has been attacked by zombies.
Sorry, I'm sorry for that.
Whatever.
Omen is going to and count out 17 gold pieces, 62 silver pieces, and put it on the table. I'll make one more gamble with people's lives then.
Fuck you. Fuck you, I say as I reach out and take the money and put it in my pocket. I'll take the money though.
That is not payment, that is the gamble I'm making with you.
A gamble?
Every single one back into Drawnholf makes out alive. You owe me double that.
Alright. Come to collect for me and Phaon then. I say as I take the money and I stand up. Come on, Jenny.
Where are we going?
I don't know. We need I'm fucking tired and pissed off, and I need to rest a drink and a rest.
Quick,
I don't know.
uh,
I don't think that there will be any bars open. Macklin has some ale downstairs.
Well, we'll take that and we'll drink then.
Okay.
We're going. Yeah.
Omen, what does ale feel like?
It's hoppy.
I wish I could feel warm.
Either way, you've
A
got
little
more.
bit of warmth in you.
Either way, Jenny. While I sleep, you've got more lessons to practice. We're gonna.
Always lessons.
Well, you got to learn how to do stuff other than like swing a sword. We're gonna teach you how to draw bunnies.
Bunnies?
Yeah.
Will
I'll show
this
you.
make money?
Well, yeah. I take out the perfect bunny drawing I drew and show it to him.
That is a pretty good bunny. I kind of want to eat it.
No,
Whatever.
I say as I fold it up and put it back up. Come, Jenny. I say as I go down the ladder.
Okay. Bye, Omen. And as he looks at you, he gives this really creaky partial wink. He can't close his eyes all the way because they're kind of tense with rigor mortis, but he obviously is trying.
Oh.
And then he goes downstairs.
Get around, Jenny. Bye, Genus.
Whatever.
Would Omen have any paper on her?
Paper? Oops, hold on, I muted myself. I don't imagine you would innately.
Okay.
You can probably ask for some, maybe?
Okay, can I draw something with static message?
Yes.
Draw a rabbit on the door and say,
Okay.
and right under that, see you in Phaon.
Okay.
We're
Now
not good at this,
technically,
maintain a spell, but sure.
Avilby, I think you're muted.
I am not muted. I just stopped talking very abruptly.
Okay. Quick question, like out of game. I I like the group that we have, but I understand that like the characters are probably not gonna stay together. How do we want to keep going the campaign?
I was gonna ask if like we might wind up getting back to Phaon eventually if we clean this up. But would Genus or Haro or Pisano want to make like another character to sort of mess around in the in Dwanholf? You could take over. Well, actually, that would be up to Omen if you wanted to take over one of their two.
Oh no,
friends.
they're not my characters. It's fine.
Yeah, at Karma or Null, who are pretty cool dudes.
Yeah,
Maybe.
a telepathic psychic could be fun.
Yep.
I mean,
Telepathic
unless you-
psychics are weak and will die, as I learned in Stan's games, but they're still fun.
Eh,
I mean,
nothing.
unless you're doing something in the next like half an hour or anything, you've got all week to decide.
I'll think on it.
I figured it would be like a next session, or we would work on it the week between sessions.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, and now Omen, you still want to get Chef back. You can sense where he is because of your magical spell attached to him.
Mhm.
And are you going to go and try to find him?
I'm going to sneak across town and do that.
Okay, make your stealth check.
Serving my fatigue until the breakout.
Very good. Oh, great. Okay. You make it across town, and you go north, and then make a hard right. You are down here where the Duchess Finest. Wow, I deleted that by accident. No, it was over here. No, it was over here. And you go over here, you go past the church, sneak around there, and eventually you find that they has been taken to the central castle in Port Tubas. And it's not entirely made of stone. There's a central stone tower, but the rest of it is a mansion made of wood. And you're looking up, it's pretty big. It's super heavily guarded. You're looking around. He's somewhere in there, slightly below ground level.
Okay. I don't suppose I have a good idea of the layout of this.
You really haven't had any chance to scope it out. It was a little bit of a enigma right now. You can tell a little bit by staring at it, but not enough to tell you how to get to where Chef is.
Whereabouts are... can I see any guards around immediately, which I assume is like nearest the gate?
There are technically 4 guards standing right out front in this area. But in the courtyard, there are like a dozen just like milling around. They definitely seem to have like the security doubled on this place after all the crazy stuff that happened.
No good way to sneak in here, is there? Guess the only thing I can do is Farron can't sneak, but I can have a start a fire if I can sneak a little way into the courtyard, does it look like anywhere that looks like a good hiding space from where I am?
From where you are, not necessarily. You're like standing right here looking over. This whole area, there are like some bushes, like some like hedges that are about waist height with you, but they are heavily patrolled. You can't like and there's 2 guards patrolling every way or every wall down here that you can see. Not to mention ones that are just on the wall.
And where does it seem like the entrance is?
There are several entrances. You can see a nice big door over here. However, this part seems to be largely like glass and windows. You can like see dining sets in there. This seems to be sort of like an entertainment place. And if you peek around, there's one over here as well. The entranceway is actually like this sort of swirling path that makes this park look very elegant and nice.
And the good decisions keep on coming.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty clear why Genus left. Okay, so that staircase is going up or down? Or is it a staircase even? Or like a ramp or something?
No staircase.
Say that again?
No staircase.
What kind of entrance is it then?
This one right here.
Or like into the actual building proper, since I'm assuming.
2 large wooden doors, which actually at this very moment seem to be open, and there's just like a man standing in it while others move in and out.
I mean, as a player, I want to leave Chef behind, but I know Omen wouldn't do that.
You two have literally made the worst characters.
I know.
Chef is the only one. Are you kidding? Chef has been totally worth the trouble. He one-shotted like 2 big dudes.
Yeah, he is also like a level 7, like super beast, but
He is a murder machine.
yeah, I think Cadric means specifically the threat this all poses to my character, which is still indeterminate at the moment, but
It's true. Like, I mean, it is like having another level 7 character whose sole purpose is to mess with people. Or mess people up.
you know what? Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna send a message to Chef. Okay, no. A location.
What?
Leave the mansion and come straight to my location. As fast as you can.
You say this, and there's like a moment of silence, and then you feel like a tremor. And then another one. All the guards are looking towards the manor. Then another one. You hear vague sounds of screaming from inside. And then suddenly, a grate flies from the low angle of the house that has been sitting like right on the bottom towards you from the stone tower, and rocks begin to like tumble away inward.
Okay, as soon as
You
I see that,
Chef's huge metal claw come out, like pulling it down,
And-
digging himself out.
And now a dedication to Omen in the general chat on Discord.
There's you see he doesn't have any blood on his claw. He doesn't seem to have killed anyone. You can like see just a face of somebody backing away in this station he was at. You also hear a number of people saying, "Clear the tower." It weeble wobbles a little bit, but it's not falling yet. He has taken out a little part of its base, though, as he climbs out. Guards immediately readying crossbows and firing at them. He doesn't have his Rexor, but his claw is good enough that he can just sort of swipe these little crossbow shots away. And he just starts booking it full speed, the big steam train that he is, to your position.
as soon as I see like he's not going to be intercepted, I start running like off
Yeah.
in the out.
I'd just like to point
Towards,
out that when
yeah.
the amoral thief
Okay.
makes smarter, better decisions that end up doing more good than both the other party members combined, you kind of know you done
What?
fucked up.
Jeff hasn't
What?
killed anyone.
He hasn't. He's fine. Look, he's running towards you, like, and they don't. And as much as it is their job, the guards don't like bar his way. They leap as far as they can from him as he tears through this little doorway. But they'll start saying like, "It's escaped." However, there's one major casualty. As Chef comes running towards you, you like see him. No.
Wait.
You see him tearing towards you, and like you're like, all right, and you're getting ready to run. Another glance at him. They've taken away his hat.
Oh!
Zombie!
It's still in. Yes.
Monster!
You see,
Zombie!
they can see his arm is exposed. They've removed the poncho. He's just a monster right now, and his chef hat, the thing that gave him his name, is gone.
Monster!
Okay, I'm gonna make a basic qualifier in the entranceway to the mansion
Ah.
once he's through that.
Wow.
Thank goodness those men have jumped out of the way. That fire barrier pops up, and they look at it just aghast as you guys
Wow.
both start booking
Can
it
we-
out.
Can we just call Omen Jorl Jr. now?
I don't know. This
Not
is the
killed
sort of
anyone.
crazy stuff I've always like. True. Well, I mean, Jorl
Killed
killed
one
a lot of
guy.
people.
I haven't.
That-
One
like,
of those people
I've-
Gina's
I've
told us to
ki-
kill.
I've killed our enemies.
And one pilot superhuman lady.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But we don't know what she was.
You've
Anyway,
also caused a lot of property damage so far.
Yeah,
Of course,
property damage. Who
before.
gives a
Who
fuck?
cares? Technically, stealing is property damage.
Yeah, but
there are.
yeah, and you guys took part in what I stole for you guys, with the in rooms and the weapons and feeding you and helping you by bribing the guards.
All
Yeah,
right.
Reality is we haven't done that much damage.
Are you gonna run from the? Are you just gonna run from the town?
Yes.
Okay.
Like Omen's like trying to stick to like back out. She's trying to like she's staying slightly ahead of Chef and like mine, I think, in comparison to Chef's movement 6.
Oh my gosh, Chef has fumbled. Chef almost fumbled. He has mastery of defense, so he doesn't. Fumble. But okay,
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
As I was saying,
So you know he can't stealth for shit, right?
no, he can't. I can.
Yeah.
So,
So,
like,
like, how are you
I'm-
gonna get? How are you gonna get him away
I'm
with
saying
it? Yeah.
I'm staying ahead of Chef. To like stick like back alleys and not draw attention to myself before Chef comes barreling through. It's kind of a lost cause, like trying to hide his location.
Just hiding yours instead.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm doing a little bit of calculation here.
So it's worth noticing we're not heading off. We're heading off like in the middle road, like not in the exact same direction as the others went.
That is a good point. All right. You keep running. I'm gonna have to make you make an athletics check. What was your? Did you make your stealth? Was it up there? No, make your stealth too.
I didn't make myself yet. I'll make both of those now
Okay.
as soon as I find the things.
Oops. Why is that? Oh, I messed
I
up.
burned
something
5
over
fatigue on that. So
Oh my god, I forgot I had that much fatigue. Okay. So you, despite running, are still pretty hard to see. There are a number of guards who, not all of them, but there are a number of them who, as you pass, notice you running, and that sort of gives them the signal as Chef comes barreling out behind you. But you do. I would like you to make your athletics check too. Ooh. All right. So yeah, you are just the adrenaline is pumping, not only because there are a bunch of guards trying to shoot Chef, but also because it's sort of scary having this giant metal monster running at you. So you are fine. You don't have to worry about fatigue as you book it from town. The arrows do come in droves. Crossbow bolts just drive themselves into Chef from all sides as he's running. However,
Uh, and Chef actually takes a good bit of damage on the way out. By the time you breach the city wall, for which you can, the door is closed. By the time you reach the city wall, he has taken 162 points of damage.
Ooh.
There are so
Looking
many
tough
arrows.
boy.
He is a tough boy. He's very tough. That is slightly
Slightly over half, I think.
slightly
So
over half.
300.
Yes. Yep, he is
Yeah.
300, so slightly over half.
Out of there then.
Okay. Are you gonna break the wall?
We said the gate's closed, did you?
Yes. You
So
were
did
at-
I? So I missed it, but did Chef just punch a hole in the wall, getting out of the
Yeah.
city?
Going to
not
now.
out of the city yet. Okay, going to it now. Okay. You don't have his Rexor now, but he still has his big old claw.
That's quicker
Bam!
than fireballing it. Hey.
Bam. Yes.
So.
Oh, yes, indeed, yeah.
He smacks it. It takes him 1, 2. Let's see here.
So
The third
Please-
hit breaks the door, and during that time, I'm just going to give him one more time where he gets attacked by the guard.
In case somebody missed it, the Attack on Titan theme starts playing.
yeah.
I saw that. I actually don't know the theme because that show, like, I didn't watch it because I knew it would get to me so much.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
so-
it's kind of, yeah.
Anyway,
I was really into it when it came out, and then by the time the second season was out, like, I kind of lost interest.
so basically, what I'm getting is Chef punched a hole in the wall that can now be broken down more easily by zombies when they get there.
It's true. Bam! He takes a couple more arrows. He's now at about 100 life points left, but he breaks through.
And on top of that, he's basically allowed to wait for many of the innocent civilians outside to try and get into the city, which is going to cause a bloody riot and possibly lead to deaths.
He is also he has resisted to going on a murder rampage so far, which is just fantastic.
It is, yeah. That's good.
Yeah, it's really good. So you're just gonna
Congratulations!
book it out of town.
Between the both of you, you have fucked the city over royal. Both of you give your characters a hand.
Yay!
So she's running out. Oh, I didn't mean to move this character. You're just
So-
booking it out.
So many people are gonna die
Okay.
because of you two.
So the guards chase
Gonna
you.
go anyway.
They chase you like maybe 10 strides from the door. As Chef is like all these poor destitute people like look up to you sort of hopefully and then immediately scatter. They're like crawling over each other to get away. But even watching this happen, the guards don't take more than like 10 strides from the door before they just like plink a couple more crossbows after him, bolts after him. You guys are home free.
Yeah, we're gonna keep running for a fair bit after we get out of the city, though.
Okay. You keep running down the road. And you're running. You like see it fading in the background. I want you to make a magic appraisal check.
Hmm.
Don't know that.
Ooh, that's excellent.
Whatever it is, I think I see it.
Okay, so you're running. You come like there's a steep hill that sort of slopes down into Port Tibas, and you get up there. You can like look over behind you and just see like the lights of the city. Just like you can still vaguely smell it from here as the sea breeze rolls in. But your lungs are largely full of fresh air now. You may still be running, however, as you now turn your eyes back towards the Mukurji River, back towards Dwanholf and Terra Santa, you hear this, there's like this faint ringing in your ear. Your senses extend forward, and you immediately pick up just very faint pockets of magic over the course of Dwanholf. You've sensed these before. There's some part like magic sort of waxes and wanes and moves through the wake, and it has this like constant flow of really low magnitudes. And that's sort of just a constant. You can very rarely tell anything from it. People don't disperse it or make any motions in the waves. So it's just sort of like this constant background sense you generally have. But like it keeps going and going, and you feel like you're standing on the edge of a precipice.
You fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up.
Let me talk about it. You feel like you're standing on the edge of a cliff. And as you like look over the edge, there's just nothing. Nothing below you. This precipice isn't necessarily in front of you, it's miles ahead of you. But those tides and those like shimmering waves of magic, miles ahead of you just seem to like fall off into nothing. A slowly spinning vortex around an absolute absence of anything. It's a hole in the wake, a hole in the void, in the flow
Cadric.
of souls, and it's slowly, ever so slowly moving towards Tibas Port.
I
Hey,
am
Cadric,
so hyped.
how do you say you fucked up in French?
Actually, I'm pretty sure that's caused by massive necromancy being used on a massive scale, and that means it's Avalby is hyping us up for our next encounter with a bunch of undead, and I'm really hyped.
All right, and we will end there. Are you gonna eventually take a southern turn to try to meet up with friends, Omen?
Eventually, yeah.
All right.
Nice game.
Oh boy.
Nice. If
You-
by nice you mean fucked from all sides with no lube.
But you guys, no loot. But you know what? You guys are gonna get some EXP.
Yeah, and I got
Oh yeah.
crates of food that I gave to people, and
Yes. I'm
No.
sorry. We should have dwelled on that.
That's okay.
I'm sure that's
kind
going
of
to be a
background
comfort
stuff.
as the zombies are chewing on their asses.
I mean, look on the bright side. That means nothing we did actually negatively damaged the city because they're going to die now anyway.
That's like saying yeah, I lit the house on fire, but it was going to be repossessed anyway.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
they
what's that
did
blatant pessimism?
they did keep the Black Sun from getting away scot-free.
Yeah, and
Did yeah.
killed a seeker that was last game, and B that monster kid thing that I
You burned all the information before you could find out what it was, and any information that could have been in the warehouse and usable.
Not
Speaking of which,
all
we'll
of
have to
it.
talk about Joel murdering a child next session.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna stop recording now. Have a nice day, everyone.
Well, for the recording,
Bye.
I feel
Oh,
like
by
I
the
should
way-
say that it wasn't actually a child, just so everyone knows.
Oh no, yeah, I figured,
Oh.
but like,
Okay, good.
Everyone thinks he did. But yeah, anyways, I think I'm going to make a new character to
Okay.
go along with them.
All
yeah.
right.
Yeah. Alrighty. Avel, if you got time, I want you to help me with it.
Okay, I'm actually going to be going to work soon, but that was so cool.
Hi everyone, and thank you for watching this video. If you want to keep up with all of the adventures on this channel, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell button so you can get a notification each time we upload the next episode of this story. And it would be very nice of you to like and share the video to help this channel grow. Have a nice day everyone.